morning, everybody. It is 5 minutes late.
Wednesday.
But that's,
Who cares? Who cares?
Hey, you can
man?
see my other
5
shirt on the
minutes,
floor back
5
there.
minutes.
What's
I
up?
can wait 5 minutes.
Those of you who have never seen this show before, this is WhaleWatch, where we take live trades, both options and futures, using the Unusual Whales tools, namely Periscope for scalping, and then we've got a whole slew of filters that we use to catch good, playable flow. Today's a special one. I'm not going to do it right this second, but it is right on the horizon. We're doing a flash sale for the first time ever at Unusual Whales, and it's going to be available only to the homies that stick around for the show. So throughout the show, feel free to ask questions about the platform. Feel free to make flow requests. We're going to keep today nice and open-ended rather than a strict schedule due to the flash sale. Anthony, don't look any more excited, please.
Hey, I'm still waking up, man. Still kind of early, man.
So I'm going to flip over, and we are going to hang out.
You know what gets me energized?
A nap.
Coffee,
Great flash
right?
sale! Flash sale! Yeah!
So for those of you just popping in, that flash sale code will be available shortly. So just stick around. And like I said, feel free to ask questions, request flow. We're going to start off with some open interest changes to see what kind of positions carried over overnight from yesterday. Some of those largest positions that held. And for those of you who weren't aware, I joked about if we get enough subscriptions with the sale, I would do an entire trading session in a French maid outfit. It started as a joke, and then everybody remembered. So it's going to happen. So stick around. We'll get that code up to you right when it's ready. And I'll flash it on multiple times throughout the show, so if you miss it, you'll get another chance, don't worry. That sale's going to end at the end of today. It'll end at 7:59 p.m. Eastern. Stick around and find out. Anthony, what are we looking at on your screen?
I'm looking at some mental help if I have to see you in a maid outfit, man. That's the first thing I'm looking at, but...
Yeah, currently researching, the psychologist I need to go to for dealing with that.
You might need a couple.
Hey Matt, is this covered?
Yes. Can I use this on the show card, Matt?
Yeah, I'm looking here. It looks like our biggest kind of carryover, at least on my filters here, WBD, the 821.28 call.
WBD
here.
stays spicy. The sale I think was finally maybe locked in.
Yeah, I think it's gonna happen.
They have earnings today too as well, so that's kind of something a little interesting to me. I was kind of looking at these a little.
What
bit
a surprise! The
earlier.
Warner Bros. Discovery board members and shareholders are like, yeah, I'll take money.
I'm shocked.
If you're gonna give me a bunch of money, I'll take that.
This one, it's one of those block trades here. Let me pop this back here. I was looking at them a little earlier here, but it looked good when it came in. Nice little spike in the IV. Spot filling pretty much right at the ask there. I mean, 45,000 contracts there. Pretty wide bid-ask. Yeah, pretty wide bid-ask spread on them, though. I tend to kind of avoid those big bid-ask spreads, but yeah, they have earnings today after hours, and I'm just kind of looking at that. It doesn't have a big implied move for earnings, only a 1.12% implied move, which is kind of tiny there for a earnings report there, especially with everything going on with them. So just kind of something to keep an eye on there.
We got Adrian Peterson asking in the Twitter chat, y'all haven't talked about crypto. Not too much on here. That is not our guy's strength here.
Is there Discord support to new subscribers from Senior Srinip? Man, whenever there's like everything just lumped together in a username, I never know where things start sometimes. Do you guys ever get that?
Shrink 825?
Yes.
But anyway, yes, there is. Discord.gg/unusualwhales. Not only is there support there, there's also support at unusualwhales.com that you can email for help. And that Discord server is just full of people all day, every day, spamming back and forth, trading together, commenting on things, pointing stuff out. Really good place to learn and see how people are using. Aside from the maid outfit, did Anthony wager anything?
Yeah,
No,
wait,
I'm
hold on,
not.
why is it only Nick?
Well, to be fair,
To be fair, I'm
I
not
brought
an
it upon
employee.
myself.
I'm not
yeah,
an
it was your idea.
employee either, so you
Yeah,
know.
he's technically not an employee. So he's not
Yeah,
required
so-
to belittle himself for
Wait,
the sake
Tucker should have to
of
have
the
a maid
platform.
outfit too.
Wait, hold
Tucker's
on.
an
Technically,
employee.
I am an employee.
Hey, we do know how badly you want to see that, Anthony, so we can always put it on the docket.
Yeah.
I'll buy 2 of them. I'll buy 2 of them. Those of you just coming in, we will be flashing that code on screen before too long. So stick around into the open and we'll get you that 25% discount. It'll be 25% off your first 3 months of the monthly tier or 25% off an entire first year on the annual subscription. We've never done a 25% sale as far as I know. And I got some pushback asking for it, but we're doing it, baby. All right, let's a little bit more open
in the Twitter
interest.
chat asking, do you guys get your data from CBOE?
For the SPX market maker exposure sum, yes. We'll also be getting 1-minute intervals for the Periscope. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be a bit on the horizon. Periscope is included in the Retail Pro
Retail
tier.
Pro.
And like I
Retail
said,
Pro.
this 25% code is going to be spicy. I highly doubt we see 25% again.
Yeah, that's a.
And honestly, this is probably going to be the first and only time allotted flash sale. We're probably going to limit future flash sales to a number of uses. So you got to be quick on the draw. But don't miss it this time. This time it won't end until 7:59 p.m. Eastern. With that said, let's do some of our pre-market prep here, Anthony. Let's see if we got any more contracts that are worth looking at. And stick around, folks. We'll be getting that discount to you.
Yeah, these ARs stuck out to me here. The 618.33 put. These ones, we're down a little bit. But let me go back here first. Sorry. AR's already down about 4% pre-market, but I was kind of eyeing these a little bit. 12% out of the money. This was almost a double ad, or it was a double ad here. I'll show you where I saw that here. Let's go back 7 days. 19,000 contracts there on 430 against 744 open interest contracts. All of that carried over. Then we had another 29,000 yesterday, all carried over. If it's the same, I mean, I'd say very likely it's the same person there. Obviously, we can't 100% confirm it, but with how little this name was traded, I would like to assume that's the same person there. And down about 4% pre-market right now, so it'd be kind of a chase now, but
yeah, those are going to be quite a bit more valuable.
Yeah, those are going to be.
It shouldn't be crazy. What was AR trading at?
We were at. We closed at 39. We're gonna open about 37.57ish. Yeah, so I mean,
they'll get a little something. It's not gonna be crazy. It won't be insane, but those are gonna be green.
And look at that. The only big name traded yesterday on there. I mean, absolutely.
And that whole position carried over. The whole thing.
Yep.
I think there were like 200 less in open interest carryover than the 29. Yeah, 29,002. Yeah. About 220 contracts didn't transfer over. So yeah, that whole position's there. I don't disagree with the premise that it might be that same trader with the double tap.
Yeah, I mean,
but
very
no way to
likely,
sure.
I'd say, yeah, unless you are that trader. Another one of our favorites, Nokia here, that 918.21 call. This one's been getting a lot of action again on this one too. Look at that, 22 open interest contracts there on 5/1, 28,000 carryover, 10,000, 9,000 carryover, 22,000, 20,000 carryover. Not the cleanest flow, though, when it came in. A lot of ask, mid, and bid side fills on this one. A lot of mid and bid side fills on this one. Yesterday, probably the cleanest looking one, with majority of it being traded at the ask there. Yeah, Nokia, I probably wouldn't want to short it right now. I mean, that thing is just on a run. But 56% out of the money, that is just insane there. And, I mean, this thing has just been a
Nokia hurts my heart. We've been tracking that since it was below $10. I think it was like $6 when we first started seeing flow that was like severe back in November, but it's been building basically since September, and it just keeps going. It's another one of those situations where they said AI a bunch of times. I think they're getting involved in infrastructure. I saw an article that they were working toward more data center infrastructure in Indonesia. Yeah, everybody's getting on board. We got a shoe company doing AI. We got toilets making our RAM. We are in a world, people, where it's a whole new horizon, a whole new landscape.
Yeah, I would not short this thing right now. I mean,
That
just
said, man, with how
absolutely
RAM's
runaway.
looking, I don't know if I really have a problem buying RAM from a toilet company. I'm gonna be real.
Hey, if it works, it works, right? If it works, it works. Anything else? Let's we can check the bid side of things here. Maybe if we want to load.
Hardest maybe we've ever seen.
Why am I not loading?
Those of you just trickling
quit talking
in,
about your hard maybe, bro. Come on.
don't worry. That 25% discount code is coming as we head into the open, and it'll be available throughout the show multiple times. So just hang tight while Anthony struggles to click buttons per usual.
Apparently, my open interest is broken. All right, 1 second here.
Go.
1 second here. Just wants to do it. Finally, a technical difficulty. There we go. So look at that.
Usually it's me breaking
Another
shit.
interest. Nokia. Yeah, I know. I was gonna say usually always you, not me. Nokia
Puts.
61814 put. Yeah, bid side put here.
Bid.
Probably, and it was in the money
I would be
too.
hard
so,
pressed to find any substantial bearish flow in Nokia right now.
Yeah.
I'm
guessing.
Absolute ripper for months now.
Actually, I believe I saw these ones yesterday. This one was a little more conflicting. Obviously, they were a little bit in the money there, so you kind of don't always get that delta, and everything kind of gets a little skewed when you're in the money there, a little higher delta. But yeah, I mean, for the most part,
It's pretty clean.
Yeah, I mean, this thing was just at the bid there. That IV was just kind of bouncing around. Obviously, your price is fluctuating throughout this. These weren't all at the same time either. I mean, a couple minutes apart there, a couple seconds in there. But yeah, your big one kind of came in here, and again, a little more towards the bid there. I saw that, got a little questionable with that one there, but I would assume their put sells there. I mean, that came right at open too, and they're in the money. So, I tend to wait, 5-10 minutes just to let the market settle, because you might get a goofy read, especially on something like Nokia where it's gapping at the open there. How about CMG? Hey, Chipotle. Look at those already kind of made a move there. 27. Looks like we closed about 23 there, so down a little bit. But this one has had a lot of open interest on it already, kind of, it looks like.
What is the significance of looking at options and considering buying or selling stock? Same thing for buying the options, honestly. I know quite a few people that use options flow to help decide the shares they get. A lot of times people will play shares in the earnings as well, depending on the show or the flow. And not, it's safer. Like, let's be honest. A bad earnings miss, even bad forward-looking statements, depending on the stock, maybe you'll get really slapped in the face with a 30% loss on the stock if things are bad for them. I'd rather lose 30% on the stock than, the entirety of an options position. So a lot of people use it for that. It really comes down to preference and how you trade or invest. I'm not much of an investor. I'm an intraday scalper. And I swing trade the flow, but I don't really dally in shares unless I'm taking like a lotto on a penny stock or something.
Just kind of looking in here.
Autopatch asks, what's going on with GameStop and eBay? GameStop offered to buy it for $125 per share. We covered that a little bit yesterday, but eBay definitely liked it. I think they're having a meeting to discuss it soon, maybe even today. Adrian Peterson, what?
Yeah, can we get a jersey, man?
For real,
a signed jersey. Request cost a signed jersey if you're an NFL player. That's
I mean, I grew up a Packers fan, so it might be a little weird if I show up to a family event wearing a signed Adrian Peterson jersey, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. My people call your people, bro. I don't have any people. I have none.
Just kind of looking through here, man. Yeah, I mean, maybe that DGXX. I mean, that's a pretty big increase on these. A lot of
Man,
that
we only got
over.
10 minutes to the open already.
I know that morning session goes by kind of quick.
No, we're not starting earlier. No.
Yeah, no, I think 8's good enough for us.
We already pushed it forward 30 minutes. Come on, guys.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, hey, if we were on the East Coast, that we'd get to sleep in a little bit more, that'd be different. 8 o'clock's already kind of early for us.
Central Time is the superior
God's time zone.
God's
time zone. Yeah, these ones, 218. Yeah.
Oh yeah, my girlfriend just called me out for referring to Monday's shows yesterday. She's not wrong.
I was kind of holding off.
Hey,
on
someday
that.
we can say yesterday every day. That's what I'm hoping.
I was gonna do it, but it was crossing my mind.
Poet again. Let's look at that Poet
again.
because Poet's another one that's just been lighting up the board for months now, and it was bullish as shit to begin with. Then I started seeing a little bit of bearish flow, and a lot of that bearish flow I think got blown up.
Yeah, Poet's up, I think, another 6% this morning or so. I mean, let me just check here quick.
I see we got another influx of viewers. Don't worry, folks, you didn't miss the code. We're going to be flashing that for the first time going into the open, and then I'll do it again throughout the show. So stay tuned for that. I'll give you a little bit more details as we get there, but let's look at this Poet.
Yeah, just a lot of ask side hits on this one. Real time yesterday, this is one that I would want to double check that open interest on. Looks like all except about 700 contracts carried over there. Hard to know if these are short or long though. I'm just kind of looking in here and
I hope for the trader's sake
they're short.
They're short.
Because
that IV
Poet's
is insanity. So
yeah.
If Poet keeps moving up, and these homies are expecting them to stay above that 950, assuming again, it would be hard for me to be really confident that they're bought. And like we just said, I mean these are quite in the money, or out of the money now. They were in the money at the time of the transaction. Now they're out of the money by a pretty wide margin for a $10 stock. Well, now a $10 stock. I don't know. I don't know that I would have the balls to buy puts on something that's been on such an upward trend, especially when those puts have 220% implied volatility.
And how short dated they are too.
Now, if they were sold, I don't know. Just given the trajectory of the stock, sold makes more sense to me. But these are pretty perfect ask fills, man.
Yeah, I'm just keeping an eye here.
Which isn't indicative. I mean, it's just a higher likelihood that they're bought to open. It doesn't guarantee that they are.
And I mean, that timing's all sporadic on there too. I tend to personally kind of stay away from all those kind of multiple ask side hits. It's not as clean as it all coming in at one single time slot and everything. I feel like you don't get the perfect kind of view there. I mean, you start looking here like, hey, look, that IV dropped, and then, oh, it's dropping. So like this part here, I mean, this looks kind of selly to me here. I mean, your IV's dropping, but you're filling at the ask there. Again, I mean, you just see that IV kind of dropping throughout here. Obviously, your timing's not 100% the same, so you're just kind of going off of what's in here. Then massive spike here on your IV when that price is going up. I mean, it's just kind of one of those, you hope they're probably short there. I mean, they were, let's see, 6% out of the money there when they hit 9.5. Does that out of money percent? No, this doesn't update until it's open. So they were 6% out of the money when they closed yesterday. Yep. Trying to do my math this early, man, doesn't work there. Oh yeah, we close at 10. Duh. No, that was today. Jesus, dude, it's Wednesday. Usually Mondays are my slow days.
I am sluggish as I didn't sleep for shit last night. But that's kind of
I fell asleep at
11:30. That's an everyday type shit for me. I don't know. Why would somebody buy puts on this?
Yeah, I mean, especially
like they were in the money at the time, and so it was pretty ballsy to short them too. But I don't know. It seems the fills are leaning ask, and I mean, if you look at the call strikes there that are transacting mostly ask side as well, there's similar sizing. No clear indication of a multi-leg on it, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're not positioned elsewhere. It just means they didn't open the spread
just
simultaneously.
a lot of volume intraday too. I mean,
Yeah.
it's so messy.
And
So
notice,
messy.
like, it had 15,000 volume on that $10 call, and only 3,500 of it carried over. So a lot of that was getting flipped intraday. I kind of speculate these bars at the open, like that hour or two after the open, are most likely entries with selling into the move up, so
That
trimming off
strength,
as we move along. That would make the most sense to me given how little open interest carried over. Obviously, I'm not those traders. I don't know for sure what they did, but that would be my speculation. In at the open, buying and selling into the run up. All of these more bid side transactions are probably closures of these big entries toward the.
Probably Jay-Z getting in right.
Yeah.
Yeah, even that 9 call here again. Like, I mean, you had a big chunk of these kind of carry over, but look at all that open interest on those already too. I mean, it's just so hard to. I mean, like,
Dude,
is it
that
this guy, the
last poet
146,
run-up,
getting
look
out
at-
there at?
Look how
like-
much those were worth on the last poet run up. Like, come on.
Yeah, that's. I mean, it's just so hard to tell too. I mean, like, is that 14,000? Well, that 14 or most of that carried over there. I mean, hey, is this a position builder here? I mean, it kind of looks like. I mean, most of that carried over. You got most of that carry over. Man, I wonder if this is a position builder coming in here. It kind of seems like it. I mean, you're not seeing big chunks of open interest drop off, and I mean, only about 3,000, little over 3,000 there between those. So I think this whale again looks like it's maybe a position builder. We don't know for sure, but I mean, just kind of that seeing that open interest increase in those big volume days. This looks like a position opener here, and
Yeah.
I mean, they're very deep in the money too. So I mean, if they exercise those contracts, you're not going to know that until that open interest update that exercises in a typical.
You'll see a shitload of open
so,
interest fall
yep.
off, but no volume transacting to match
Yep.
it.
Yep, it is
Real
not
quick,
a typical
I've got a
transaction.
Periscope question.
Yeah.
The first one, can I set strike range? You can zoom in and out as far as you'd like. You know, you can get a couple hundred strikes visible. You can get it down to just, 10, 11 strikes. The question, does it update, or sorry, when does it update for the next day? You can get every single day's expirations at any time. At any time. And it updates as soon as the data is available from the data buyer. So you'll see these
and you can
update in real
select
time. And
multi
again,
days too.
very soon we'll be having 1 minute intervals, which is the lowest possible interval for attributed market maker positioning. That is very soon on the horizon. I scalp on the 1 minute chart. I'm pretty fucking excited for the 1 minute intervals. More on that soon. We've got 2 minutes until the open. I'm going to give people one more chance as we head into open to get in here for the first drop of that discode. Discode? Holy shit. Of that discount. We'll be doing that right into the open here in a couple minutes. I'm going to give people a little bit more time to come in after the open. We usually get some more folks in for the morning market open scalping shenanigans. And we'll give those guys a chance to come in. So those of you sticking around who came in bright and early, you know what? Let's give them a sneak taste before open, and then we'll give the homies that come in later another chance. How does that sound? Do you think that sounds fair to you guys?
Yeah, I see the name you have for the code, man, and I'm just.
You're expecting the worst. Don't worry, it's not bad. All right,
No,
folks,
it's pretty bad.
drum roll for me. Here comes the biggest discount code we've ever done for the first flash on the screen. I'm not even going to say it out loud. You got to be watching. That's the whole point, baby. The silent drum roll. There we go. Bottom of the screen. You've got about 15 seconds to write that shit down before I take it off. Remember, if enough people subscribe during this flash sale, I have to do an entire episode of the show in a French-made outfit.
How much is enough?
I don't know. I couldn't think of a word. I don't know how spicy people are. All right, 15 seconds are up. It's gone. If you missed it, I guess you could go back and look at it. But I'm going to flash it again. Don't you want to see my beautiful face while I flash it again?
Moonbase
that's
stuff. We did not
terrifying.
say the promo code. It was on the screen for the last 20 seconds. This is going to be the strategy. You got to be paying attention.
You got to catch
Lock
that
in,
shit.
buddy. Lock in.
You got to catch it. All right, we've got market open. I just want to
got
see
open.
the Nasdaq's reaction here because I've been watching. This is the pre-market high up here at 28,634, about 635. Generally, pretty pullbacky in the overnight session. They kind of kept bouncing against that high, weren't able to get over it, and then just instantly started dropping down. Some of these blue lines I have down here are kind of unimportant. They're intraday levels I have, but that 27,942 has acted as support and resistance numerous times. So I keep that bad boy on my chart. It's kind of an inflection point. Like just scrolling back into yesterday, into the pre-market session before that, resistance, resistance, support, support, resistance, resistance, way down to this 650, which is also an important longer term level of mine. But right now, just gauging reaction. We're going to let Periscope update into the open, and we're going to see where folks are positioned today. And by folks, I mean specifically market makers.
Yeah, I was looking at that. I've been experimenting with that, looking at that next day expiration. I was looking at it yesterday. I posted about it in the Unusual Whales Periscope area there too. That 7,300 was getting a lot of action, and I'm like, that's very interesting. Very, very interesting. Just kind of looking around here.
Just keep looking.
Yeah, AMD is your major top impact leader there on the market tide so far too. I'm very mad at myself too. I was looking at some gamma updates
so
and
mad.
I don't play earnings usually, but SMCI was looking at that gamma page on there and it was laid out so perfect, man. I should have took a lotto,
moving, friends.
Yeah.
Holy shit. I'm going to refresh this one more time. We have heavier positioning way above. 73.45 built up. It wasn't that big yesterday. It is today. Let me go ahead and switch it to 0 day. Yeah, damn. Look at that 73.50 build up, Anthony.
Yeah,
73.50 has exploded in positive gamma. Now, generally, for those unawares, I'm going to have Tucker go dig up some educational videos on Periscope. The same one, honestly, Tucker, the 8-minute long one. Nice, quick overview of what it is and the general strategy involved. You can also find that article, How to Build Your Dream Scalper's Dashboard. And that's a stretch. It's basically literally this dashboard. I just have Periscope and market tide. But generally, price tends to gravitate toward these heavier positive gamma positions, with the negative gamma acting as kind of last bastion, support resistance, sometimes acceleration of the move, where market makers will buy into the upside move through negative gamma and sell into the downside move of negative gamma. But generally, I keep my eye on the biggest positive gamma zones to see where things are building up over time. Currently 10-minute intervals. Again, soon we're going to have 1-minute intervals, and I'm drooling. Stay tuned for that. If you're just getting in here, don't worry. You missed the very first flash of the code, but we're going to be bringing that up throughout the show numerous times. So if you're here not to see my beautiful face and hear my melodic, dulcet-toned voice, and you're here only for the code, don't worry. You didn't miss it. It's coming up yet again. Not too long from now. So just hang around. We'll flash it on screen. Again, it's the biggest sale we've ever had. And if enough people subscribe using my flash sale code that I'll show on screen again here shortly, I have to do an entire episode in a French maid outfit. And I think I'm going to look cute. Part of me regrets joking about it, but I'll do anything for Unusual Whales. So if I have to get all prettied up. I'm pretty sure you were
joking about this since like the first episode.
I know. Like, so we're gonna run.
It's all on you. Like no one else is like.
Well, you're supposed to get. Well, you're supposed to get Jay-Z in a bikini, but you know.
Yeah, dude, that'd be funny.
Anthony
do a hot tub
Flowers
stream.
In the chat is saying that they're getting not a valid coupon.
Hold on, let me check on that.
Oh. Tucker, you'll be blamed for that.
What? If you are in the chat and you did get in, if you did get the coupon and it worked, let us know. But if we're having issues, we'll definitely take a look at that.
I'm going to go double test. I tested it last night and it worked. If it didn't work, oh, honey, I'm going to be flipping a table. And the support email's going to get nuked. All right. I'm going to flip over to your screen, Anthony. I'm going to go make sure this code works, and then I'm going to give folks their next chance to jump on it. But let me go test that quick. I'm going to flip
Yeah,
us
you do
over
that.
to the Antony.
Just keeping an eye on Periscope there. I mean, man, that 73.50, 73.45 just looking good there. We'll get another update shortly. Gonna see what's hitting the flow feed right away. AG 5821 call kind of coming in right away, up 10% almost on the day
in the
already.
YouTube chat says it also says it doesn't work. So.
Uh-oh.
I'm on it.
Let's see, LRC.
Don't worry, chat. We got our worst guy on it.
the guy who has all the technical difficulties is doing it great.
Hey, it should be fine. It'll be all right. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
These LRCXs look pretty interesting. Nice IV spike when they come in here. Spots filling at the ask. Let's just take a look. 9 days, a little shorter term. No earnings overlap on these. Small drop here on 17 contracts. Kind of still above the midfill there. Comes back up to the ask there. Fills at that 475 at the end at the bid there. It looks like they expanded that bid ask there at the end. I'd say these look pretty clean for something out of the gate there. Again, something that's already up over 7% on the day, so kind of keep that in mind there. I'm not a big fan of chasing something that much. TSM calls for this week. Let's see, 58417.5 call. Get another name that's already kind of pumping there, up 3.8% there on the day. A lot of these look like momentum chasers out of the gate here. I mean, it looks good when it comes in here. I'm looking at that 9:36:04 time here. Lot hitting that tape there. Yeah, nice IV spike there. Spot feeling a little more, not right at the ask, but a little closer there to the ask there. I mean, they look like a buy there. I mean, it's net call premium just spiking at the
All right,
open
I'm
there.
interrupting you. Shut your mouth. 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 Hey, shut. Hey.
I already did.
Shut it harder. Shut it harder. All right. Those of you coming in, those of you who got the code the first time and it didn't work, guess what? It works now. It works now. So I am gonna flash that on screen again here for the second time. And like I said, I'll be throwing that bad boy in multiple times throughout the show. And it gets you 25% off your first 3 months of the monthly tiers. And it gets you 25%, which we've never done on annual. Annual's already got an inherent discount of 15%. We're giving you 25 with this code. So here we go. Oh, I'm going to scroll down the screen. It's kind of, there we go. Stay right there. Don't move. Don't move, Anthony. Don't move. Get it. I'm going to leave it for 15 more seconds. Then we're going to flash it again after the fact throughout the show. Bum, 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 bum. Here, I'll make it big for the people on mobile.
Nick, are we allowed to move now?
No, don't move. Stay frozen. Okay. Make them think the screen just completely crashed.
Just quiet.
And she's gone! I'm zooming back out. Let's finish whatever the hell Anthony was talking about.
Yeah, just looking at Periscope right now. Just looking at Periscope right now. Waiting for that update here in a couple minutes there. Yeah, I mean,
I'm still eyeballing NQ for, I hate to say it, short.
A short?
Yeah, we got a nice little rejection here of the negative gamma at 73.20, but it's not spicy enough for me. We have a positive gamma zone right below us, but again, the heaviest positioning is above. Even though it's trimming off, I'm just keeping a close eye on that because we could get a hard buy right back up into it. Right now, I am sitting on my hands, and I'm going to wait for this setup to come to me. Right now, the bias is kind of long. And you know me, I ain't great.
Kind of long, man. That's looking
Glad that got figured out, Anthony
there.
Flowers. All right. If you're just getting in here, you missed the first drop of the code, but don't worry, hang around for a little bit and you'll get it again. I'm going to be flashing that throughout the show while we take some trades, look at some flow. I saw we had some flow requests in the chat. Go ahead and drop ticker requests, contracts you want to look at, whether you're on YouTube or Twitter, and we'll pull those up and do breakdowns. We're going to keep it pretty loosey-goosey today for the flash sale. So we're not going to focus on our usual little segments we do. Go ahead and request flow throughout the whole show. If you're on mobile, I know that the chat disappears. Don't worry about it. We'll still see it. And we'll get to you. So go ahead and make your flow requests. We'll break those down as we go along. For now, I'm still sitting on my hand scalps.
The code is working. And if you got it, and if you put it in and it worked, leave a message in the chat. And, of course, tell your friends this is happening. Because we're going to be bringing it back up a couple times throughout the show.
And then we get to see Nick in a maid outfit.
Exactly.
Can't wait, man. Can't wait.
I'll even do, like, the poses.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna give them what they fucking paid for. We had a minimum on Monday of 20 people bring up the French maid outfit. And I know on the scale of a couple thousand, that doesn't sound like a lot, but it put me on the spot because I was gonna not bring it up for a bit. Y'all remembered that shit, so it's locked in. The top brass at Unusual Whales greenlit it and encouraged it. So I get to get nice and pretty if enough people sign up.
Oh, that's scary. Hey, look at that. Look at that update. 7350 grew a lot there again, too. Man. Yeah, and 7360 as well, too. Little pop on that. Yeah, I mean, it's looking uppers there to me.
Yeah,
I just hate chasing when we're up.
I'm waiting.
I just hate to chase when we're up this much already, man. I hate
all right,
those gap days
I'm
usually.
gonna set a number on the French maid outfit based off
one.
off how many of y'all jumped on that shit. Yeah, one. Dude, don't do that to me. We're above one. We're going to go 30 for a full episode of French Maid Outfit. And we're going to go 100 for an open...
can definitely do that.
A market open to market close stream.
Holy crap.
Just being belittled by everybody.
Definitely do that.
I will stay live for an entire market day. I'll bring guests on to make fun of me. We'll get multiple people trading. And I'm going to look like a complete ass. So stick around, folks. If you missed the first code drop, don't worry about it. I'm going to be bringing that up throughout the show and being happy, sad that people sign up.
Oh, that's terrible.
Terry, I believe it will apply to upgrades. If you have any issues, hit up support at unusualwhales.com. They'll get you straightened out before too long.
Ooh, this could be interesting. 5.8 Intel 11 put here. I wonder if these are... Oh, they're 1% out of the money. And I was seeing a lot of put premium kind of coming on Intel. I don't think I'd want to short anything that close to the money. Look at that flow, though. Let's see.
Intel has been such a spicy mover, dude. I don't know if it... I know they're doing a lot of things. They're doubling down on their chips. I think they're going to be moving into data centers just like everybody else, it seems. But they've gotten several stamps of approval from the government lately.
Yeah.
And they're up 201% in the last 6 months. Dude, get out. Especially because like I noticed, at least in the gaming and production world, AMD caught up in a big way to Intel over the last like 5 to 10 years, maybe a little longer. Intel used to be kind of, you know, top dog for a long time for like gaming builds, with AMD being kind of relegated to just workstation type shit. And AMD really touched up on that. I know several people have been switching to AMD for their gaming builds at least. And Intel is the one that's up 200% in 6 months.
Just insane.
All right, guys, we are about a third of the way to the goal already. I'm going to give this a little bit more time. You're going to have to look at my face and hang out with me for a bit for those of you just coming in. But we'll be getting that code up on screen again and again throughout the show. Don't you leave. Do you like cats? I do like cats. Tucker was paying the cat tax earlier.
The hell does that mean?
It means your cat was on screen.
Oh.
Your cat is
You know
on
what the
screen.
cat
It's behind
tax
him right
is?
there. I can see him right there.
My little buddy's not hanging out in his cubby today because it's not storming, so he's a brave dog today, so I
I
can't.
don't know where mine is. He's not behind.
Hiding.
Oh, not on the couch hanging out.
Welcome to the
asshole.
Unusual Whales WhaleWatch live trading show where we only talk about our pets.
Hey, the pets are more entertaining than us.
It honestly, yeah. I would agree.
How about
They're
these
just sitting there, bro.
520? How about these 529 AUR7 calls? These are kind of interesting, a little spicy. They're kind of wide bid-ask spread. We're not
How do I
feeling right. Oh, we
recognize
got
that
earnings
ticker?
after hours today.
Yeah, we're
Earnings
in the
after
season. Aurora Innovation. The hell does that mean? Self-driving
these-
vehicle technology company based in Pittsburgh. Too bad their
Now just-
logo isn't black and yellow. My girlfriend said we should call animal control on Tucker because she can't believe the neglect of not knowing the cat tax. Damn, now Tucker just doesn't have a cat anymore.
Do we have to get rid of both of them? I've got 2 cats.
Oh shit, it's even worse. Oh my god.
I don't think we've ever seen the other one either.
Cats
So
and
yeah,
stuff.
I don't
No,
know.
yeah, he's a little more shy. He's probably up there somewhere. I don't know.
On the ceiling? You let your animals play around on the ceiling? Jeez,
No.
yeah, you can
He's
call
running
animal
a spider
control
pig
right now.
style
Come
over
on,
there.
Look, there's a staircase behind me that goes up to where my bed is up there.
Sure. Whatever you say there, Tucker. Yeah, I'm looking at these AURs though. I mean, IV's kind of bouncing around all over the place. Obviously, we have earnings. They're not filling right at that ask there. I mean, it's more on that ask side. You just kind of see how it's filling there. Man, I'm not one to play earnings anyways, but it's interesting. I'd probably lean buy to open on those. Let me just look at how that earnings move is on these guys. Ooh, yeah, that thing likes to typically stay in
first
that
one,
implied
John.
move. Likes to typically stay in that implied move there. I mean, that had a 46% move, that one.
It is the first one,
Q4
John,
24.
and then I'm going to delete that.
Evil, man. Evil. It's not even fall time. It's not even Halloween, man. You can't
Waldo,
be
I
that.
hope you mean the stock, bro. He asked if we could take a look at Fly, and I really hope he means the stock. 'Cause it's already bad enough I'm going to be wearing a French maid outfit. People are really going to start asking questions if I do that.
Yeah, that AUR, that 529.7 call is kind of the only big piece of action we're seeing on the day here, and just kind of historically looking at it too. A lot of action back there on the 6th and the 30th. I just want to go back to the... Oops.
If you're just coming in, folks, don't worry, you didn't miss shit. That code's going to come up on screen several times throughout the show, starting again in about a few minutes here. So keep those eyes peeled if you missed it the first time. And then we're going to have a little bit of a wider gap. I'm going to be real, Anthony. There's still no entry in either direction now. And interesting or not interesting, ever since that first little move off the open, back into this same damn range we covered in pre-market, the volume dried up. Like, look at the massive buy volume out the open, and then it's just slow.
I'm not a fan of the big gap days like that, because I mean, usually you get that big gap up, and then people still want to grab calls right at open because they think it's going to keep going up. You're already up almost 1% on the day there. I mean, that's a big move. I mean, it's. I'm not a big fan of the gap days, but
yeah,
unless I'm holding something overnight,
especially with my really low risk tolerance with longs, I'll need a substantial pullback to be comfortable longing. And I mean, dude, substantial. Like a retest of this range that they tested on the open, which is 100 points down in the NASDAQ. Now, for shorts, I want to see them fail trying to take out this high first. So we're still waiting. So if you guys have more flow requests, keep dropping them. Don't worry. If we don't answer you right away, I promise we saw it. It stays in chat for us on our side. We'll get to it. Don't worry. We're going to keep this show loosey-goosey. Now, if you're just getting in here, Here is the next chance for the biggest discount we've ever had, and to make me belittle myself after you sign up. On the screen, it's massive. You got 15 seconds to grab that shit. 25% off your first 3 months on the monthly, 25% off your first year of annual. We've never done that big of a discount on annual before. It applies to all tiers. Speak now or forever hold your peace. Grab this bad boy. I still love the little maid hat that Tucker put on the whale. I don't know if the one I get's gonna have that or not, but it's looking like it's already gonna get me, and I'm gonna have to do it.
You can't do Big Blue like that. You can't do Big
Time's
Blue
up!
like that. You can't put them in the thing.
Time's up! The next one will come in 10 to 15 minutes if you miss it. I don't know how you did. I left it on screen way the hell longer than I was gonna, but baby, grab that shit before it's gone, because I am quite confident we will never have a flash sale that lasts all day again. I will say with confidence, I might do it in the future. Might, which again takes away from the confidence aspect of that statement, but we don't worry about that. It is 8:50 a.m. Central. I'm not awake yet. Let me ramble.
I do want to revisit these AUR 7 calls.
Yeah, slap those on the watch list.
Look at that open interest. Look at the highest open interest contracts on that. I mean, it's all calls. Very long dated calls, but I mean, very interesting. Very interesting overall there. Just kind of looking through stuff there. I just want to look at that gamma, see how that gamma's kind of looking in here. Yeah, I mean, look at all that heavy positive gamma on this thing. That's just absolutely insane. Your net gamma is all on the call side there. 5 up to the 20 strike there. I mean, that's a huge range. That's 7 striking a lot there. And yeah, look at your expirations. Just net gamma's on your call side for everything. It's an interesting name.
Oh yeah, it was. Okay. I was gonna follow up and see if this was an earnings situation. And
earnings today.
Yep.
Earnings today. Earnings after hours tonight.
My bad, not this morning. I mean, they're up 5% going into.
Yeah,
does that ever give you like a lot of pause when there's a pre-earnings run up? Because I know going into like ex-dividend dates, that last date, you have to own shares by to be qualified for the dividend. Sometimes it'll run up and then just back test whatever the dividend payout was. That's not the case with earnings. So how do you feel when you see a run up into earnings prior to any information?
I'm not a big earnings player. I don't even put lottos down on earnings usually, but
I will sometimes. I gotta be honest. I'll take the risk here and there, but it's always pennies on the dollar, like something that scratch ticket type prices.
I'm not Jay-Z where I'm getting these 5,000% earnings gainers. See, this is where we need him to explain the earnings situation. I don't know. I've noticed just it seems like and again, I don't study earnings or anything and their moves because I'm not playing them.
I mean, you look at a hell of a lot more information than I do. Before I'm so basic, dude. I look straight up at the flow, and that's it. I don't look at Greeks. The only Greek I look at is for options anyway is implied volatility, really, and sometimes delta. And otherwise it's gamma for scalping, and that's it. So you already you use the tools way more than a 5-year-long Unusual Whales employee.
I use a big chunk of the dashboards in here, but it's weird. I've noticed a lot of the bigger names too. That earnings move kind of tends to be inverse of what that pre-daily move is there. I mean, I don't know what AMD was yesterday, but I'll notice that something's up 5% on the day, then it tanks 8% on earnings, and I'm like, okay, that's just I don't know, it's just something I've seen kind of historically. It's not gospel or anything. Don't take that and run with it, but it's just kind of something I've noticed here and there. I gotta show you the SMCI that absolutely kind of pissed me off yesterday.
I saw a lot of people bank on fucking SanDisk of all people.
18%. I was looking at this on Sunday. Heavy positive gamma. Look at all that net gamma just on the call side there. Just all on the call side, and your expiration, 5.8 and 5.15. I mean, I should have took a lotto, but whatever. Maybe next time. Yeah, that one's gonna hurt for a little bit. Like it was, the data was just all there, and I'm just like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh, I hate when that happens.
Is
We're
this
popping a
real
little bit on.
life?
Market's going back up a little bit too there.
Yeah, they got nowhere near low enough for my comfort zone in longing. I want a test of at least the intraday lows to be comfortable. For those who haven't watched the show before, my brain doesn't work so good, and I'm never comfortable in longs, even if I am 100% confident in the move. And so I get really safer entries on longs. For shorts, I'm a lot more risky, but I'm just more comfortable shorting. No, I'm not a bear. Markets go up. I'm not stupid enough to long-term short the U.S. markets. But intraday, I will. Happily. Safely. Happily. So as you can see, the last couple of days, I've had very little opportunity to slap on size. If you're just getting in here, don't worry, you didn't miss the code. The code's going to be coming up on screen multiple times throughout the show. Just hang around, learn a few things about how we use the platform, and you will get another opportunity to see that code. Don't worry about it. It's going to last until 7:59 p.m. Eastern, so you'll have plenty of opportunities. Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry.
Oh, we missed that. Amazon 0-day put came in 126. They're already up at 199. 0 days on a Wednesday and Monday still that are an actual name, not an ETF. I mean, just that's so strange. Look at that IV on that 2.54% or 2.54 on it. Just, I mean, it read as a buy to me when it came in there. I mean, IV spike, spots filling at the ask there looks interesting. I'm just not a fan of 0 days on something that was up pretty high there, but I mean that thing's banking right now though. I mean 126 up to 203 right now. That whale's happy. That whale's happy. Anything else for flow? Uber, yeah, Uber had earnings.
We got a couple of requests.
Today. Yeah.
We got APLD from a hot minute ago from Rob.
Yeah, we can take a peek there. Did you want me to look at Fly still? Is that even Fly?
Yeah, that's on the
Firefly
docket.
Aerospace. Firefly
Up
Aerospace.
8% today.
Never heard of this name in my
neither.
life.
Firefly.
Let's just see.
Oh wait, yeah, I have.
Ooh,
Dude, this is the second time that we've looked at a stock that represents a company that my cousin worked for.
interesting. Yeah, I'm just kind of looking at, your biggest option trades came back there on the 16th there. Let's see today, though. That 5:15:35 call is getting some action this morning. Looks like some vol and a lot of open interest on this one kind of already. Let's just kind of go back and look. Yeah, when you get kind of that smaller volume on the day and you see that previous open interest, you don't know, like, who's doing what contracts are being passed off, open, so on. I mean, there's just so many volume spikes where this one could be related to any of those previous. And let me even go back a little further there. I mean, you don't know who's holding what, passing off what. It just kind of makes the flow a little muddy there. How about our open interest? How about that 5:15:40 call? Yeah, again, just a lot of open interest on these. And not a ton of volume, and it looks like we had an edit in here too. Let's just see.
The volume really dried up after that initial move. We're just kind of hanging out in the same range.
Yesterday was pretty good too. Yeah, I'm looking at Fly here.
Range there.
Yeah, not seeing much for Fly in there. That's kind of new and opening. Just a lot of kind of volume and just potential handoffs in there. I mean, you can't really make anything of this in here. Kind of looking, yeah. I mean, you're getting volume, some open interest changes, not full open interest changes. It's just kind of all over in here. I probably wouldn't do anything on that one. We can do a quick gamma check on it though.
Dude, I am out of coffee already. I'm gonna go grab myself some more caffeine. Yeah, dude, I chugged that shit right down. Like I said, I didn't sleep for shit last night, so I'm trying so hard to keep the energy going for the flash sale, baby, but I'm just like half snoring and squinting at the screen. I will be right
Go
back.
get your coffee. I'll get through these flow
Oh, I'm
requests for ya.
gonna get a 0 sugar soda. I'm not gonna make more coffee. That'll take too damn long.
0 sugar.
Yeah, man, the zeros, they taste almost the same thing, like especially the Barks root beer and the Pib.
Yeah,
oh,
go get your 0 sugar there.
Oh,
champ.
baby.
Net gamma seems to favor the call side here, and just kind of your net gamma on your expirations at 515 getting a lot.
When I get back, we're gonna drop the code again. Okay, be right back.
He
Okay,
distracted
so
me and I
Anthony,
closed
we're
my
not
tab.
stupid. The 0 sugar ones don't taste the same, right? We're not stupid.
0 sugar is disgusting. Like, the stuff they put in that's horrible for you. You might as well just drink the sugar.
Yeah. Yeah, and they don't.
Same
taste
with
the
the
same.
diet. Like, I've tried like Diet Mountain Dew, and it's just, oh god, you get that taste in your mouth, and it's just.
Yeah. No.
And then same with the 0. It's just, I mean, the 0's a little better, but man, it's. You need to run a poll and say what's better, sugar, 0 sugar, or diet. You need to run that poll. Run it without Nick's permission. Run it without Nick's permission.
How do you even care?
Yeah. Well, he's gonna probably try to vote there. He's gonna rig that vote.
What the hell kind of poll is happening now? Are they trying to pull a fast one like yesterday? God damn it, Monday with the light mode.
Yeah, we're coming at you.
Oh, okay.
We're having Tucker run a poll. What's better, regular soda, 0 sugar, or diet?
0 sugar for sure. What are we talking about?
No.
Why are we having this conversation? Fucking normal soda just tastes like flat ass syrup. Overpoweringly sweet.
That's
Makes
the
my
good
tits
part
bigger.
of it. That's why you.
That's why you drink it. Yeah.
You want your tits to be bigger?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough. All right. Hey.
APLD today though.
Oh, he actually ran the poll.
I'm a man my word.
Hey, I can actually open the poll this time. Let's go, dude. I can actually open the poll.
I need to vote on this poll as well.
Marlon says no soda, and honestly, that's probably the right move.
Yeah, that is the correct answer. That is the correct answer.
That's the right move.
Spirit of the poll, though, you know. Come on, man. It's not in the spirit.
Marlon said that we're fat, and Marlon is right.
Yeah.
Especially Tucker.
That is honestly the. That is
He's the only one who's
advice.
like normal sized on the show.
Yeah, look at all that meat.
All right, everybody.
Yeah, AP.
Nope.
You want to do that?
APLD. Finish APLD. Finish
Okay,
it.
okay.
I interrupt way too damn much. I'm gonna shut the hell up. NQ looks like it might give me my back test here, but we'll see. I'm hands off. I'm gonna shut the hell up. Anthony's gonna finish APLD, and then I'm gonna flash the code for you late bloomers.
My guest is here. Look at that. Look who came to hang out.
So much for APLD.
Nope. Okay, no, we'll do
Dog
APLD.
tags.
Yeah, lot of bid side call stuff coming in here. When do we have earnings on this, or did we already have earnings? Looks like
it
we
says
had it
not
on
until
the
July,
8th.
bro.
Yeah. Well, hey, you know what?
It does look like a lot of bullish flow before today, though. If you saw the net premium markups.
Yeah.
I
just kind of
warrant.
maybe that.
Go ahead and click on that $8 call leap for 8. I bet that's a good portion of some of that net call premium.
Yeah. See, that's been sitting in there.
It's open way too long to be on that screen. Yep. Holy shit!
Since 12/18. Woof.
And they got out. Yeah. There was a. So whenever you go down, there's a good teaching moment.
Yep.
I'm gonna zoom in on it. You don't have to. When you see. Shit, where'd it go? There we go. When you see these exclamation points next to open interest, or a little circle with an exclamation point type thing next to volume, that means there was a reporting error from the exchange. What was transacted wasn't as reported. And so you'll see that update the next day. And this is why you see that exclamation point there. Because the initial reporting by the exchange was 65,000 volume, but in reality, 130,000 volume transacted and carried over. Hot. Dude, that whole position, actually. Every single volume that transacted carried over. Dope. But that's why you see those. So I just wanted to point that out quick. Any new people who are jumping on and they start seeing shit like that, that's why. There we go. All right, you're back to normal size, Anthony.
Cool. Yeah, other than that, I'm not really seeing too much. I just kind of like, again, just using the multiple dashboards, as many data points as you can get. And I mean, they're all in here. They're all at your fingertips. Look at all that net gamma on the call side of things, though. And then that net gamma, yeah, they like that 515 expiration. I mean, again, this isn't 100% where it's going to automatically go there. It's just, again, multiple data points. Yeah, it's, I mean, just kind of face value there. I don't know if I'd want to short, but yeah, so that was APLD. Not anything flow-wise on it, but yeah. I don't know if you want to do the code. I'll pop up Tucker's chain that he sent me here, too.
I'm going to give it just a second.
You want me to do the KO then quick?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm going to make them sweat a little.
Right. Jesus.
Jeez.
No, I'm just trying to let's see if we can get some folks in here. Get us some more flow requests. Keep things trucking along. This is going to be the last time I give us another little influx of homies and giving them the chance. So those of you who have been here since open, hot damn, I love you. Thanks for kicking it with us. We'll be doing the code again here in a few minutes. Don't sweat it. Right after this goes through, I'll go through a little spiel again for anybody who missed out on the first drop. And we'll keep things trucking along, baby.
Yeah, this one, a good example here of something I'd want to wait to see open interest change on, at least yesterday. You had 6,600 there on the 4th. Here's your 4th. You had about roughly the same size there, just kind of obviously a little bit more there, but I'd want to double check that open interest, and we do see it most of that carry over there. So is this the same person? We don't know fully. And there was kind of already a little open interest coming in, or volume coming in there on the 421. I just want to look at 421 here too. So yeah, nothing significant there. Yeah, these
all that carried over though. I mean, we got a nice little spicy double tap.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looks like a position build kind of coming in here. Ooh, I saw that. I was like, uh-oh. So let's just see. I'm just kind of looking. It's all kind of coming in those big blocks more so here. I'd probably lean by to open.
Played out though. They had earnings already.
Yep.
What's the size? It's only 10. I don't really give a shit. Never mind. I just saw that multi-leg with shares up here in the corner. If you guys see this little swirly, that indicates that it's a multi-leg strategy between options and stocks. A lot of times traders will short the stock, buy calls as a hedge. A lot of times they'll buy the stock, buy puts as a hedge, sell calls as a hedge. That's what this is indicative of. If you see an arrow pointing up and an arrow pointing down next to each other, that's just a straight up all options multi-leg transaction.
Let's see if I can find one in here quick for you. Nope.
You could just go to a raw flow and click multi-leg only. The power of filtering, folks.
Here you go, right there.
There we go. Yep. That's how you'll know it's a multi-leg between two options or more contracts. And if it's a circle, that is a multi-leg strategy involving shares of the stock. All right, we are going to go ahead. Give me a countdown from 5. We're going to flash that discount again. Once again, you get 25% off your first 3 months or 25% off your first year for annual subscription. It applies to all subscriptions. And I don't think we're ever going to see 25% again because that's steep as shit. So here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to leave that up here, down on the bottom for just a little bit. Don't miss your chance for the biggest sale we'll probably ever have. I honestly am surprised they let me do 25% off.
Yeah, that's a
surprise.
Pretty good discount. And you get the Periscope and the Retail Pro.
Yes,
I mean,
sir.
Can't argue
Periscope,
with
which will have 1-minute updates soon. And I am just drooling. Bro, 1-minute updates are going to be, I don't want to say earth-shattering, but it's going to be pretty damn close.
It's fun.
I will overtrade for a while to begin with. Having them update that quickly, I'll be flipping stuff a little bit faster. But once I lock in to having such quick updates, I think we're going to be good. Anthony, they did not get low enough for me. I really wanted them to test about 20 points lower than they did to get long. Oh, well, we'll see if I get some short opportunities throughout the day. Right now, my bias is still to the upside. The gamma positioning was still set up there. They back tested already the positive gamma zone below, but they didn't go steep enough for my liking. So I did not take the long.
Kind of reminds me of yesterday too.
Alvin Lee says 1 minute Periscope is going to be cracked. Dude, it really is.
Yes,
Oh.
yesterday, it was such a slow grinding day yesterday. But I mean, like yesterday's I actually, you saw that kind of spread coming there at 72.85 yesterday, and I got in right before that data drop yesterday. And I typically don't like holding things over data drops just because the volatility usually. But man, that was just such a
I
slow
will
climb
say
up there.
sometimes, depending on the setup, and it makes me sweat because what I'm about to say causes a lot of movement if it's substantial. Market on close 10 minutes before regular trading hours ends. That indicates, buys and sells in the market, buy side, sell side, attached to a monetary value. When that's really, really big in one direction or the other, sometimes you can get a really fast, violent move in that 10-minute interval, and then a secondary drop of data happens at 5 minutes before close. Sometimes, if the setup is beautiful, Periscope agrees, I'm already in the trade, I will pucker my cheeks up, grit my teeth, and sit through that initial move. And sometimes it's substantial in that first MOC drop. So I've had to look at it draw down really hard and fast, and then it'll come back down like it didn't happen. Especially on the NASDAQ, it likes to give some serious wiggle. If you start seeing a market on close in the billions to either the buy or the sell, you'll get some whiplash. Felix Adams, we just tested it. It worked. It's just the words that are together. The 25% off part is not part of the coupon. I know it worked because it didn't work to begin with, and we fixed it. and people have been using it. We're already approaching the me having to wear a French maid outfit for an episode.
Hey, for a full episode or for?
It'll be the full episode. We'll see.
Or I mean, a full day. Sorry.
No.
Sorry.
We're not close
Not
to
yet.
that. So that target's gonna be steeper. How do you know what's a bullish or bearish play? I've got links for you, Rob, if you're referring to the flow. Tucker, indicators of unusual options activity, and the 4 ways options transact. I'll find that second one for you because there's a duplicate that's broken. I haven't gotten dev permission to delete it yet. All right, where the hell are we?
We are nowhere right now while you're looking for that. Man, that volume is very light. 7.6 million right now.
I will say
We're just
it's not as small as we've had.
Yeah.
we've had pretty low volume for a while. Now that said, on that initial recovery day, dude, holy shit, we had volume. I think right at open, we had net call premiums in the hundreds of millions, which is substantial off the open. Usually it's 2 million, 3 million. It was like
I'm taking a call here.
It was like
I'm
152
taking a
million
call
right out
here.
the gate. Sounds good, man. I'll get your cam off.
Oh no, you're good.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're buying.
I know
the
it's
call.
running without.
I thought you were like
It's
taking a phone call.
No.
Oh.
No,
All
I'm
right.
hopping in a call. I'm
All right,
hopping in a
dope.
call here.
Oh, he's chasing a breakout. Look at the balls on
Yep.
this man.
I saw that 7360 expand, and I'm like, yep, I'm already up 5% on them.
Don't get
Oh,
too
yeah,
scared
we're
if they
going.
backtest, because if you can see here, it's a little grainy because I'm zoomed in on his screen. They're stair-stepping up. That doesn't mean they won't just break out, but it's a pattern, right? They're stair-stepping with higher lows and higher highs. Each of these stair steps becomes my support if I'm scalping. So if I were to get in right this second, my stop would be down here right below this prior low. I'm somebody who is way safer with longs, as I said. So I wouldn't chase, but Anthony's already up. SPX is moving. If you get a
I'm
breakout
flat right
candle here,
now.
homie, damn good trade. I would wait for a pullback personally, but that doesn't mean we can't both win. You feel me? We did it the other day. We both took a long at different times, and we both printed. So you know what? Timing doesn't matter if you're confident, but they can backtest pretty far. They can backtest
Yeah, that's
10 to 15
pretty
points. He's going for the spice.
Yeah, I'm watching that negative gamma because that's right where I opened it there. I'm flat on them. Hey, I'm up 1%. Oh, flat again.
Oh, shit. I
We'll see.
forgot to send
Okay.
Tucker that other link. Damn it. I copied it and didn't send it. There you go, brother. The next one that's coming, Rob, breaks down how you can kind of speculate on how those positions are transacting, whether they're being opened or closed, bought or sold. Both of those articles are my favorite to share. That first one about indicators of unusual options activity, Snorlax wrote that bad boy. One of the most important articles on our site, I would say. And then the other one, the 4 ways options transact, I wrote that one. Also a really important one, understanding the options basics. Dead air, let's go!
I'm just sitting in the green on these. Okay, there we go. There's nice little 5% on them. Keep going, keep going.
What's your target here? Are you holding for the home run, or are you going for your tenner?
No, I'm just going for 10 on here, just because of the stream.
I don't hate it. I'm just a coward with longs, and I would have waited. And it kind of looks like they wouldn't. They're not going to give that pullback quite yet.
I got my fill there.
Oh, you got it?
I'm done.
Good.
Yep,
shit,
I'm
dude.
out.
Good trade.
Just
Did you big ball it on SPX
I'm not a bit,
too? Or did you
just
throw it on
no,
SPY?
I just did a spy. I just did the no, and now it's gonna
4,000 on
hey.
a single contract.
No, I did the I hopped in those just slightly out of the money. Where did we go? Come on, spy, load for me here. Yeah, no, just for transparent. Like, I'm not holding it long on the street. I'm not a big fan of trading, like, just because I want to pay attention to the show. I don't want to, sit in. Oh, hey, there's my trade.
Well, you don't want to just like interrupt every important explanation, being like, "Hey, I'm in. Let's go."
Yeah, no, I took that 7:31 call there. Yeah, quick trade
good
on
trade.
it. I mean, that's
one for one
I'll
Perry
take it.
scalps this morning. That one was a ballsy entry. He bought the high basically.
And what made me buy that high, just for context, there I was waiting for that update there at that 9:12 there, or that 9 to 9:10 time frame there. Just watch how that 73.50 was there, 73.55, 73.60. Just watch how it expands. The 73.60 expanded, they moved the positioning up. Was kind of my confirmation there. Probably could have held it a little longer, but I mean, it seems like it's really slow price action too. I'm not trading futures, so I have theta decay on my contracts. So, you see profit, you take profit. I'll take it though.
Yeah, nothing wrong with those base hits. Nothing wrong at all with
really
those
small,
base hits.
really small base hit. But hey, for a 2-minute trade, I'll take it. Might get, and I mean, you can always re-enter too if we get back down there. I'd love for us to come back to. I don't think we're gonna see 7,300 there, but.
All right, folks. If you're just coming in, that code on the screen there, I will say it aloud this time. Whale Made will get you 25% off any tier. It'll be your first 3 months on the monthly, your entire first year on the annual. It works on all subscription types. So if you're a coder and you're looking at the API shit, this code works there. If you're new to options flow and you want in on the ground floor for a hell of a lot cheaper than we've ever done, this is for you. And then you can tune into these shows to learn shit, see how we actively trade. And Snorlax UW, the GOAT of Unusual Whales Options Flow, does a Thursday afternoon stream as well. That's a shitload more educational with a lot less swearing, if that's more your vibe. But go ahead and do that. We are only a couple away from me having to hop on Amazon and buy a shitty made outfit. We are really dangerously close to me looking like a dick.
You're gonna dye your hair too? You should dye your hair blonde.
I'll dye my hair purple. I've been thinking about doing purple. Dude, we'll take it back. We'll take it back to my punk band days. I'll put my lip ring back in for the French maid outfit. I don't give a shit. Whatever makes me look more stupid to reward the folks for getting in on the cheapest we've ever had this shit. I'll look as stupid as y'all want. I'm just not gonna shave my head. Like
Guys,
was requested.
The sun came out. Look at this shit.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, you look like
Oh
Casper
my
over there, man.
What the
Looking like Casper.
It's like the opposite of Jay-Z's issue where the sun doesn't touch his room at all, and it's just pitch black in his room.
Jeez.
That dude could pay to get another window put in his damn room. Like he doesn't You can't use that as an excuse.
SPX is given that little bit of a pullback. I want to see it lower. If they set a new low, I don't know, four-ish points above that last stair step, I'll probably have to take a long just on principle. Build up below, not really happening. And if anything, I would say the 73.50 positive gamma that's falling off is moving up, not down, because you can see that 73.60 bumping as well.
I am kind of interested in seeing that.
I want this pattern to be perfect. I don't want to take it here. Right here would actually be a support spot, but I want it lower. I want it right about there, which will be about 73.15 or 16 on SPX for me to be comfortable.
I'm watching those premiums too. SPY put premiums kind of picking up there. Your 0 DTE indexes put premiums kind of picking up there. How's our market tide looking? Market tide puts are kind of climbing there. You're getting kind of that inverse. You're kind of getting that inverse like Monday.
That's why I want to see it lower and hold as support.
Man, I
don't want to get caught in the switch up. Now, that said, I'm just watching this MNQ 1 minute candle here.
Man, if I was ballsy, man, I'd short.
All right, I am very small on a long, and I'm keeping this stop extremely tight here. Right below this, I want this right now, right here, right now, to be the next stair step up. That's why I'm keeping my stop below it. Because like I said, these prior stair steps are the supports. Right now, I want this to become that next stair step to maybe go up and test a new high. If we get a rejection right here, I'm going to take my 80 bucks and fuck off. That's a good trade. All right, let's watch this. A little more. I want it to test that yellow. That is a smoothing EMA line. I'm going to give this just a second. But if that prints a heavy wick, I'm taking what I got. I'm out. If they back test lower, I'll do it again. But that rejection right there, that's kind of what I look for shorts. That's why I took my position off. We rejected this prior rejection at 28,445. That said, the trajectory is still to the upside. That hasn't changed. So maybe I let it go too soon, but I don't care. We made $100 there. We'll take it. We're 2 for 2 on Periscope scalps today, baby. We ride.
Man, if I was ballsy, man, I'd almost want to short that 73.25 here. A lot of negative gamma kind of building up there. Oh, we just expanded up there 73.60. Never mind. Ignore me.
Hey, it was right. My cousin did work for Fly. That's the say. What was the other one we talked about? I think that one was in our work chat though. Psy play. That's what it was. It was Psy play. Irrelevant to anything. I just got the confirmation. And look at that little rejection there. If I had taken the short, that was the reason I got out of that long. I'd still be in it with a stop above this last 1 minute candle. I'm not inclined to long again. I'm just going to go ahead and be happy with that $100 for now. But if we get a super squeaky clean setup, buddy, I'm going to do it again. We're 2 for 2 this morning.
Before we got that flip there, though, on 73.60, I'll show you it there. I mean, maybe for a quick short off that 70... Come here, stupid mouse, 73.25.
I was zoom looking... in on it, you'll get a little bit better hovers.
Yeah. I was looking for maybe a little test there. I mean,
that would have been my exit on the short, by the way. See how they kept above that last stair step? That would have been my exit on the short, and I'd be sitting on my hands again. But we didn't take it. One day, I'll have the balls to just switch my position at my levels. Today is not that day.
The price action is just very slow, too. I mean,
we've been chopping up and to the right for the initial part of the session all week. You get some really nice moves at the end of the day and at the beginning of the day, it seems, and then we just chop in one direction very slowly. If you're less of a scalper and more of a longer hold day trader, these types of days are the days you buy the morning move and just fucking sit there and watch it all day until it reaches target. I'm not that kind of guy. I'm usually in and out of a trade in a couple minutes.
Man, I'm having a weird feeling about this 73.25. I can't get over it. Can't really get over that 73.25. I've got SPY.
Terry, the annual only has one payment per year, so it can't be only 3 months for the annual plan. Like, it's not possible. So if it's showing that, you can safely ignore that if you're getting the annual plan. It'll be 25% off flat, one payment for a whole year.
We got that rejection there, too.
Yep.
73.25.
I was
Yeah,
really
I mean,
tempted to chase the short, but I'm going to be a responsible. I'll be a responsible little French maid to be, because we are. Guys, you're literally 2 subscriptions away from me looking like a total idiot whenever that costume gets here.
Bro, there's zero.
You just want to
subscriptions
see
away
it.
from
I
that.
know what you're. I know what
No,
you're doing
I'm just
over
saying
there.
you already look like a complete fucking idiot.
Oh yeah.
Dang,
All right.
dang, Tucker.
Is it
Cannon,
funny if you have to
jeez.
explain it?
When you didn't understand it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just keeping an eye on those premiums. So I mean, 0 DTE index put premiums out of the money, picking up there. I mean, it's setting up kind of like yesterday.
Dude, it's
I mean,
pushing.
obviously a lot to go there. I mean, we got that nice little dump yesterday. At close,
The fun
almost,
part, like I said, if you are more of a longer holder, that long is still playing out despite those rejections. This did end up being a new stair. Let's see if they go up and take out that high. The high's way up at 510 on the NASDAQ, 28,510-ish. SPX has made more new highs than Our Lady in Peace, the NASDAQ. So let's see if Nazi catches up and does a little spice to kind of do what SPX has been doing. The S&P is being a little cleaner to the upside than the NASDAQ is. But that is definitely a stair step. I left about 30 points on the table, but buddy, we are happy with our 25 points.
Yeah, I probably left a good chunk on the table there, a little bit.
It is
too,
what it is.
Hey,
you were in a pretty
what?
precarious spot. You were in a pretty...
Yeah.
Your entry was precarious for sure.
A little ballsy.
Yeah, a little ballsy. But it worked. Nice little base hit in and out.
I saw that confirmation, man. That's what got me there. And I mean...
You've got a question about why is MU falling. You want to pull that up and take a look at it?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Eder Garcia, yes, it will. I know Tucker already gave a response, but this will be on the YouTube channel under the streams/live tab permanently. Twitter's our main homestay. We get way more homies in here. Chat's way more active, but it is always on YouTube as well. Hopefully Elon sticks true to his word eventually and does make Twitter the everything app so I can actually have a VOD housing place and descriptions for our streams on Twitter. But alas, currently he doesn't stick to that. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully it happens. I would love for that. That'd be great. Right now, the only way to find the video on Twitter is to literally find the initial post. And that's it. It's not even in the media tab.
Bro, and on the unusual whales page, you never find that shit.
No.
There's so many posts.
Yeah, you're never going to find that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not seeing any news on MU on to why it's dropping there. I know it was up. What was it up yesterday? I mean, it was up pretty big yesterday. I mean, it's a lot of kind of swings on this name there. I mean, 5.4. I mean, we were at 576. We were trading at 634 yesterday. Then we were trading at 654 this morning. I mean, it could be profit taking. I mean, just you're up that big. I'm not seeing a lot of ask side put activity though.
Yeah,
I mean, just
it
kind
on
of
14 because it's falling today, but it's up substantially. Still.
Yeah, I mean that thing is just
they literally it might just be like Anthony said, a little bit of a pullback or a profit take. Micron kind of sits in the same space that we see with pretty much anything else chip related, SanDisk, Nvidia, Intel. It's doing the same thing. It's down 1% today, but they literally just hit another all-time high yesterday. So, you know.
Yeah, and anything memory related, I don't think I would want to.
I wouldn't have the balls to buy puts on anything.
Term.
Like I said, I'm in the camp that all this AI shit is gonna implode in some way, shape, or form. Those data centers are really expensive. Everything's being sold at markups to companies getting tens of millions to billions and billions of funding. Not a whole lot to show for it yet. I think it's overblown and something's gonna break eventually. That said, I'm not stupid enough to short it. I am not stupid enough to short it.
And kind of one thing to point out on MU, it's still early, obviously, but look at that volume. We're not even
NQ rejection of vigor there. We just dropped 40 points in about 2 seconds on the NASDAQ. If this starts forming stair steps in the opposite direction, we are going to enter my turf. And I'm going to start throwing shorts on. So let's see what they do here. Again, gamma positioning still sitting higher, but we did see teeny tiny bits of buildup down below at 7,300, at 72.75. We'll see. But again, like I was saying to Anthony when he's hook his long, he already took profit, so it doesn't matter right now. But like I was saying, this can fall quite a bit further and still be forming another stair step on a higher time frame. Right now, it looked like this was going to be the higher low. They can technically come way down here to like 73.15 and still be perfectly bullish with this uptrend. So just watching here. That was a nice little rejection on the NASDAQ. If they don't take out that 1 minute high they just set, I'm probably gonna inverse and go short. We'll keep an eye on it.
Yeah, back to MU there, though. I mean, kind of pay attention to that volume, too. Like, yesterday, we were up 11% on the day. Last, 3 sessions there, it's up 20%. I mean, there's going to be a down day. It's not going to be just straight up. There's going to be profit takers. And just kind of, I always pay attention to that volume to the 30-day average there, too. This so far, again, still early in the day, very, very light volume day. So it's a lighter volume sell-off so far, I'd say. And I mean, it's down 1%, and that's not too bad. I mean, just compared to the last week, I mean, we're up 21%. 1%'s not the end of the world on something like that.
Yeah.
Again, probably people taking profits. There's not any big news drops or anything in there.
Every piece of news I could see on MU was new all-time high. Holy shit!
Yep.
I didn't see anything to indicate bearishness on that bad boy right now. And that's like we said, that's true for everything memory disk related. Like it, uppies is the narrative for chips currently, and I see no reason to try to fight that trend. Not yet.
Geez, a lot of these already kind of came in, man. Yeah, Uber had good earnings today. So Uber hitting that implied move for earnings? I don't even know what the implied move was for it. Let's see. 6.17%. Hey, they're over that implied move. Kind of looking through the flow. Yeah, not a lot of flow. Look at my flow feed. 9:30, and I'm still on the first page there. There's not a lot of flow coming in. Really, not a lot of flow.
Serena says exposure table doesn't show position count, but only Greeks. Make sure you're on the Periscope table if you're on the Retail Pro tier. You can head over to the sidebar here. Zoom in on that. Head over to the sidebar here. Scroll on down. Periscope has its own button. And if you want the positioning to also be there, you have to add it by clicking the filters dealio, and you can click positions. It also works on Vanna and Charm. I'm too stupid to worry about those, but you can check out Puget Point Capital on Twitter. He's really good at longer term shit, reading all of the Greeks. But for positions, you just click this little... Can't really see it here. You just click this little slidey thing up the top and then select positions, and it'll pop it up on screen in the right-hand column. Holy breakout, baby. We're moving. SPX is going. NASDAQ following. I'm glad I didn't try to short. NASDAQ is not setting new highs with SPX yet again, folks. Yet again. The S&P is leading the charge, and NASDAQ's lagging behind. It has yet to take out the intraday high. Keeping an eye on it. I'm not going to try to short it quite yet, though. New high of day for the S&P. NASDAQ, nothing doing quite yet.
Yeah, I'm just watching there. I mean, I'm not shorting anything yet. Again, all that positioning's up there, but I'm just keeping an eye on those premiums. If we start to get some positioning down here, possibly then. But yeah, I'm just keeping an eye on those premiums. Market tide, even market tide. I mean, it's inversing the move right now. All the premiums there are kind of inversing that move.
All right, whoever just subscribed, you have sealed my fate to wear a French-made outfit for an episode of the show. Shit.
It was me. Right. It was me. It was me.
You just went and got another $500 subscription. See me. Absolutely beautiful.
Yep.
Shit. All right, I'm gonna work on getting that ordered, and the instant it gets here, I will schedule my punishment and look like an idiot for y'all for an entire episode. I'm excited for it. I'm excited.
We need another 70. We need another 70. We need another 70.
You just
we gotta
want
see
it
him for a full day. Yeah.
I don't even
Yeah,
know
of
how I would
course.
be that entertaining by myself for a whole day. So if that shit happened, I would have to have a lot of people on to roast me, I think. All
I
right,
don't
I
think that'd
will
be
dress
hard to
like an
get
idiot for
people.
y'all. Y'all guys did it. I said I'd do it. If you made it there, you made it there. I'm gonna be like a dick and wear a beautiful French-made outfit. Brian Thompson says, yes, pre-market hard, 7 points away. Yeah, we're pretty damn close, dude. Intraday high has been completely taken out. Like I said earlier, that short was very short-lived. That long was very short-lived. I could have stayed in that long the whole time. They never took out that stair step up. But again, the NASDAQ still just bumping up against the intraday high. Nowhere near pre-market highs. Those are way up another 140 points. We're nowhere near that pre-market high on the NASDAQ, but the S&P ES is pretty damn close to it. NASDAQ's still not taking out that high. You know what? I'm going to be a dick here. I'm going to short this with a stop above the high on the NASDAQ and see if I can't catch a range here. Let's see if this can reject for me. I'm just putting it right above that high. I'll lose 80 bucks. We're up 150, a little over half of the gain from the long. Fine. We'll do it. We'll do it. I'm going to leave this on. I'll let you know what happens. I want them to not go above this candle, which was that prior high they set on the last push up when the S&P made yet another high of day. The NASDAQ's due for it. It might get me right here, right now, but it's worth a shot. We've been staying in this range every time the S&P has pumped. I'm currently betting on them doing it again in the NASDAQ, and if they get me, it doesn't matter. We'll be back for another scalp. But all right, folks, we've got more time here. Go ahead and drop your flow requests. I'll be sitting in this trade till it stops me out or goes back to the bottom of that range. Anthony's 1 for 1. I'm 2 for 2. I might be 1 for 2 here in a minute. We'll see. Sorry, 2 for 3. Dude, I cannot today. Like, what are we doing? Oh, my God.
And it's not even Monday.
It's not. I got nothing to blame but myself.
Yeah, I was about to say you have no excuse.
Man, that thing is just pumping.
Yeah, the S&P's going, NASDAQ's still stalling. I'm not afraid for this trade. My risk is set. My target's set. It's about a 1 to 2 profit to loss risk factor here. I'm okay here. If this gives me a nice rejection, we're going to be sitting pretty. Kind of no matter what the S&P does. The S&P can chop, and the NASDAQ's going to do what it wants. Because like I said, NASDAQ's lagging behind the S&P, so it's kind of due for a pop. But I'm banking on this range to continue. It's been in this range since open. Market's going to keep doing what it's doing until it doesn't. I am taking a play on the notion that it doesn't.
Man,
it doesn't.
I had to go back and look at my call that I got. It's already almost up 100%.
I bet. But to be fair, again, that was very risky
okay.
entry. I liked it, but I wanted a pullback. And it did give that pullback, to be fair.
Yeah.
Just not as steep as I wanted. And I chased it. We got a couple shekels. Right now, I'm just sitting at break even in this NASDAQ short. Let's see what they do. If this pops above the current high, odds are they're going to get me. Basically right here. Then they'll take out that last rejection and ultimately finally set a new high of day for the NASDAQ. But the risk is worth the juice of this squeeze. Give me that rejection, Nazi. I don't even want that much. I want about right here, which is a little bump in the road on the comeback. That's where I exited my long. That's where I want them to test from the upside to get out of this trade. I'm not super confident in it, but like I said, the risk is defined. It's right above the high of day on the NASDAQ. They haven't set a new high yet like the S&P has, so that is still likely. The bias of the day overall is still sitting bullish. We're up over 1%. But I'm banking on this range to continue instead of a breakout. If they break out, oh well, we're 2 for 3. It is what it is. But we're vibing here. We'll take about an $80 hit if this pops through to a new high of day finally. But right now the trajectory says it's gonna. But rules are rules, man. Got to play that range.
Man, yeah, I'm just looking at the premiums there, man. I'm not shorting unless I see some positioning, but man, those
I'm with you.
premiums are not saying, they're just slamming.
They're
just slamming calls.
We've had several days with upside movement pretty vigorously, but net put premiums coming in really spicy and hot. I posted about one either yesterday or on Monday. where the net put premiums were signaling a pullback all day. I fished for it for a while, didn't quite get it until midday when it really started accelerating. I think it was yesterday. I don't remember. All right, NASDAQ just got dangerously close to a new high there. Keeping an eye on it. They might tag me. And then we'll be 2 for 3, and that's still a dub on the day. What's up?
I had somebody ping me. They asked about some Periscope positioning for tomorrow.
Sure. I usually don't look at tomorrow until closer to the end of the day, but there's no harm. All right, they got me. NASDAQ finally made a new high of day. I'm going to be looking for another re-entry long if they give it. Dude, it took them forever to make it. The S&P's just been popping highs, and the NASDAQ was like, I'll come eventually.
Pretty slow move, but yeah, I'm looking at tomorrow's expiration. Yeah, and I can J-Rod, I know you're listening. I can check it for you later too. Just shoot me a ping. But I mean, it's still aiming up for tomorrow there. I mean, most of that positioning is up. You do have that positioning at 73.10. This is gonna change throughout the day, obviously, but man, it's still looking like uppers tomorrow. I mean, again, it's going to change. It's going to change every 10 minutes, but nothing lower really right now. Just kind of that 73.10, maybe some 72.50. Yeah, I'm not seeing much there for downside tomorrow there. Check back at the end of the day, though. I can run it again.
Yeah, I like to the last hour and a half of the day or so is when I start flipping between the 1 day, 0 day, and all instead of just 0 day and all. I like to see how end of day positioning is changing for the next expiration. But generally speaking, I hang out on all and the 0.
Man, they're just slamming the calls on the interval there. That's just insane. Oh, you're getting a little more call volume coming in there. A little more call volume coming in, but your premiums are just kind of,
Yeah, Mondays and Wednesdays black masked. But if you guys keep coming and hanging out for the vast majority of the show, we'll do it every day. Or I will. I guess I can't really force anyone else to. But that'd be dope. Eventually, I'd like to have it set up where we do some market open to market close stuff, have some guests, some educational sessions by professionals. I plan to start setting some guests up this month for some educational sessions on how people use the tools, as well as just general options. It's not like I'm going to limit guests to people who use our platform. I will not do that. That's lame. And it's really closed-minded to do that too. I want people to learn from people who are smarter than me. And
I'm looking at that. I'm looking at our volume right now too. We're up like 3 million in the last hour now.
Yeah, it was a nice little pop.
Yeah, that's
nice little
still
pop.
But you see those big moves because of that lighter volume. You start getting some selling or buying, you see those kind of quicker moves there. I mean, that's versus if you're at 180 million or so there, it's up there, man. Oh, I can't keep watching this, man. I need to go. I need to go.
Close the contract. You're gonna FOMO yourself, and you know what happens when you FOMO into a trade.
I'm up pretty nicely on the day there. I'm up about 0.25% on the port there, just off a couple little trades in there.
That's a win.
Just kind of eyeballing, man. And it's, I don't like to say, I try to be careful the way I say stuff, but I mean, that's such an easy layup there to just see the positioning there. I mean, it's right there. It's all right there. Anything can happen, but I mean,
and there's not many road bumps on the way. Even right here, somebody in chat was like, should you short this? I was like, hell no. The positioning never built up below us. Any shorts you would take here aren't going to be very fun on options because you'll have theta kicking you in the nuts. You'll have this trajectory destroying you. Implied volatility is going to rise as people buy into these calls. Dangerous short. But quick little scalpy poos on pullbacks to key areas of interest where they rejected before. Those are fine. That's how I short on uptrend days. Is I look for clean rejections and then target supports below at former levels they rejected. That's generally my premise on shorts with price action. But when you're in an uptrend like this with that periscope up there, I would be hard pressed to try to hold a short for very.
Yeah, you're getting a little rejection. It wants to kind of they're selling into that strength once you get to that positive
A little
gamma.
bit. It's pretty weak
But
though.
it's yeah. I mean, like, if I'm gonna short, it's gonna be if we get up to that 73.60.
Yeah, I would want to see it
Like,
get into that range at least.
Yeah.
But dude, we're up a
I
percent on
I
the S&P. We're up almost 1.5% on the Nasdaq. Do they get way
I'd
up
have
there?
to
That's
see
another
some
20 points.
yeah. I'd have to see some position building down here. I mean, there's nothing now saying to shoot. Yeah, man,
Yeah, everything's
that's
bullish as shit. I'm sitting on my hands right now.
I need to see if I can go find that in the Periscope channel and the Unusual Whales Discord.
Nasdaq is setting another leg up right now, finally. But again, unlike the S&P, Nasdaq is nowhere near pre-market highs. It's got another 100 points to go to hit those overnight session highs. I think ES just took it out. ES is trucking.
It's insane. Yeah,
Trucking
I
like
posted
the
that
Grateful
at
Dead, baby.
1:38 yesterday in the Unusual Whales Periscope thing.
People in the YouTube chat, quit voting unless you're voting for Zero. What's going on here? The last time I checked, Zero was winning with 80% of the vote, and now regular soda's winning with 52% of the vote. What are you doing over there on YouTube? What's going on
People
here?
know what's up.
Y'all just like syrup. That's just syrup. It's syrup with bubbles.
It's good
And
though.
The 01 isn't?
No. Well, I mean, it is technically, but it's not as syrupy. It doesn't taste like molasses you just yoinked out of a tree 10 minutes ago and put bubbles in it.
Oh, dude, I turned around and I saw the creepiest looking thing. Look at that! Darren! Creepy little guy. Creepy little guy.
Creeping.
He hangs out and watches the streams all the time, man. He's a better trader than me.
Anytime
He
I
tells me
get
what to do.
loud, our cat tries to come in and scream at me too. Like when I used to record music, I would be like belting shit into the microphone, and then the cat would come ruin the entire recording, just walking up to the chair. Hey! No, that was not a cat call, bro. Get the hell out of here.
Just want some catnip, man. Just give the
You doing
thing
cat
some
calls, bro?
food.
During the show?
Dude, cats are
Pickle Juice.
mean. Like,
Pickle Juice on the YouTube chat said, "Love Periscope. It's helped me so much with making more profitable trades. You and me both, homie. I used to be such a gamma exposure hater, and I'm happy to admit that I was the asshole. I was wrong to be that. It is very useful. And right now, with that code on screen, you can get that shit for 25% off, which ain't gonna happen again. Last call for that. We're going to be live for another 30 minutes to an hour, depending on how spicy we're feeling. If we get anything exciting, that happens. If we don't, we'll cut it. And then people who didn't tune in, guess what? They don't get the biggest sale we've ever had. That sucks for them.
hey, unless you go back and rewatch it before,
That's true
7
too.
tonight?
7:59 p.m. Eastern. So if you're deliberating, you have until 7:59 p.m. Eastern.
If someone puts in that effort, they deserve it. They deserve to get the sale. Let's be honest.
Well, here's
if they do it before 7:59, I don't control the expiration. The initial thing was to make it a limited amount of uses, and I wanted to do a time frame. In the future, it'll probably anything we do sale wise for the show specifically is going to be a limited number of uses. But this time is your one and only chance to have all day to get in. So if you're at work, if you're not working until 9 p.m., 8 p.m. Eastern, you'll be all right. What's the name of cross-dresser friend maid dude? Are you talking about the actual maid whale, or are you talking about me? I'm Nicholas. At Nicholas FNS on Twitter. And I'm going to look like a total asshole in a couple episodes. However long it takes to get here. I'll get it ordered right after the show's over. If all my personal information wasn't on Amazon, I would buy it on the show. Maybe
And buy it off your phone and just hold up the...
Maybe I'll find a way to set it up in OBS so it's censored, and we'll wait till the Monday show to buy it and let people pick it. But I think I would rather just get it over with and buy the damn thing.
You know what? That's what you should do for the Monday show. Have a vote and pick out like 3 outfits, and people can vote which one they want to see you in.
I'm just gonna grab. At checkout, Let Us Trades. It's a coupon code thing at checkout. It's right there at the bottom, right above the pricing. There's a spot to slap that code in. I like how his name is not gay at all. At all. I don't believe you. That seems like a red herring, sir.
Oh man, it's that time of the show where the fun happens.
No way. The average fills the low of day on that contract. Is this a new contract?
These just came in. Look at that, 5,000 contracts,
low
no
of
open
day.
interest.
That's the lowest transaction. It's the only transaction, actually. It's the only one. There's no volume on that. Never mind.
These a little questionable here. I'm just kind of keeping an eye on that IV when it comes in. It's all that same timing here. But IV's kind of dropping, and then it really drops on that big size and premium. Again, as that price is going up on Intel there. They're kind of far out of the money, 25%, 9 days out. Obviously, Intel can run it 10% in a day, no problem. But
Intel just be doing whatever the hell he wants.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want to sell
bulk dicking for the last, like I said, it's up 201% in 6 months.
Intel I wouldn't want to sell calls on it, man. I'd probably lean.
God.
I probably honestly wouldn't touch this one, to be honest with you at all. I mean, look at that. Your price is increasing here and your IV's dropping. Like, that's something that kind of catches my eye there. I think we had one like that from Monday, actually. Let me... Yeah,
real quick before you jump on that.
Yeah. Oh, piss break time.
You're damn
piss
right.
Break time.
Darn tootin'.
PB?
PB!
Tucker, we need to get in there and vote like 30 times here while he's gone.
Hey, I didn't take my headphones off yet. You son of a bitch.
Oh.
Get out of here.
Whoa,
Have you guys just been duping accounts this whole time? That's what it is? Just
yeah,
juking me out?
making them. Who do you think made the accounts to subscribe to Unusual Whales for you? We got to really boost that up.
That's
Try to
true.
get to that 100, man. Try to get to that 100, man. I think we vote and make people pick what he's wearing for a Amazon one. You know what? I don't care. I don't care. Let's see. God, my girlfriend's gonna come down and be like, "What the hell? Can we please have him in a pink one?" I'm saving this for when he comes back. Surprise.
Wait, did someone
right.
say that in the chat?
What? No.
Oh, no. Oh,
I'm
you're
looking
on
at him.
Amazon. Okay.
Yeah, I'm waiting for him to come back. All right. Well, I gotta make sure my girlfriend doesn't walk down. She's gonna be like, "What the hell are you looking at?" I'm gonna be like, "Uh-oh."
Oh man. Whoa.
We'll wait for him to come back.
That's crazy.
There's no flow, so I don't feel bad kind of going off the rails a little bit there. Yeah, those Intel's definitely interesting though. I probably wouldn't sell those calls. I just would be cautious with that. What else we got on Intel coming in here? I mean, call premiums is kind of ticking up a little bit. Short dated puts. Why is my phone going off? Oh. It's just, yeah, I mean, hard to short a name that's running, I mean, 116% in a month. Intel, ooh, some put sells here possibly on Intel. These might be a little spicier here. Let's just kind of see. A lot of hits there. Ooh. I wonder if... So we got 5,000 there on the 4th, so that's opener. Somebody else to own them. There, and they might be getting
Hey,
out
you
there.
sons of bitches. I see the chat. You guys were talking
weren't
about what,
doing anything.
outfit? Or is he just that far behind?
No, he was looking at Amazon.
Yeah, I was doing a little look
You
for you.
son of a bitch!
I think that little pink cute one would be really cute.
Man.
I think that'd be
What have I
really
done to
cute. Oh,
myself?
look at that men's. There you go. Look at that.
Dude, I got a wide frame. I'm not.
Please not this one though. Please don't do this one though. Just not this one. Anyone but that one.
That'd be funny as shit though. My hairy ass cleavage. Oh, there's even anime friend, dude. Oh no.
There you go, Nick. There's for you.
Tucker, your microphone's clicking again.
I think Tucker's having an aneurysm. He's not. His mic ain't clicking. He's having an aneurysm. Man, that's gonna be bad for you.
Yeah.
That's what happens when there's not a lot of flow coming in. We start kind of prepping for you. Hey, they did build up.
Now
at
it's just gonna look like to anyone who came in without any context during that we're just like looking at porn on Unusual Whales.
Dude, I said my girlfriend's gonna walk down and probably like come down and be like, "What the fuck are you looking at?
What are you looking at?"
It's
like when you're a kid watching a cartoon or like an anime episode with some suggestive themes and you get walked in on at the wrong time. It just looks like you're watching porn. Dude, look at the S&P go!
Yeah, they're building up at 73, 75 now too.
Damn. What a move. Dude, we could both still be in our longs without any heat. Neither of us experienced any drawdown. In our respect, we could still just be in it. Chat, you gotta help me grow a pair for longs. If this were in the opposite direction, I would still be in that short. Why can't I do that to the long side, man? I'm a coward. Maybe the maid outfit will give me a newfound confidence.
Superpower.
A newfound confidence.
Then you'll have to have it in every show. Then if you trade long every show, man, you're gonna.
I just become known as that guy. I mean, all right.
Maid.
I was the first voice and face of Unusual Whales way back in the day when I first started working here and started doing interviews and shows and shit for Unusual Whales. Back then I was known for my mechanized Spider-Man mask. Before I stopped being incognito, and I'm just gonna transition that identity to Stony Made Trades, I guess. No longer the friendly neighborhood stoner man. He has become Stony Made Trades. Hey, that's the title for the episode once that beautiful outfit gets here. How you doing? How you doing? Voted pink. That's not very French matey though. Isn't like the classic, just like the black with white accents. We just want to see you embarrassed.
Are you gonna have Michaela do your makeup? Please.
That would add to the humor, but you know, I think our chat's already gonna be a messy amount of slurs.
50 subs we do your makeup. 50 subs we do your makeup.
I just do one half of my face so I can like.
Oh God, I had to go back. I had to go back and look at my calls that I had. I had those 731s at 70 cents.
Quit looking at them, dude. You're just torturing yourself at this point.
Well, I always go back and I like recap what I traded and
what you could have done different. Yeah, it's especially in hindsight. I mean, the upside's been very obvious, but again, we're also in a market environment of extreme volatility. We've got war shit, bullshit going on overseas. We've got, tariff comments coming up again, battling with our allies economically for some reason. A tweet will reverse this regardless of positioning. One Trump tweet yeet can just knife this bastard way back down to support. We are pushing up right now in the S&P with no pullbacks.
He is talking too right now.
Oh, is he?
He is talking, yeah. He's been talking for the last 20 minutes or so, 25 minutes.
What's going on?
Just talking about Iran stuff.
Oh, yeah.
It's...
If you're in shit, just manage your risk because, if you're in a long right now, y'all, if you're in calls and there's 0 days and you're up a couple 100%, take some off. Take some profit. If you're in more than one contract, take half of it. That way, if it goes to 0, you still win. Don't be stupid. We are pushing really hard, though. This is the most bullish, despite the uptrends we've had. This move right now is extremely bullish. I just wonder where it ends. I'm kind of looking at the 7350 negative gamma to see if they push through that and squeeze us up into that positive gamma at 7360. And then I would be looking for the same thing right above that at 65. The same thing. Again, the reds, this one's purple because it grew enough to trigger a purple. It's like, hey, this is building substantially. And you can modify that clicking on the settings up here. you can modify how much gamma change it requires to give you those color changes. If you see orange, that means it flipped entirely from negative to positive or positive to negative. But I like to look at those points of inflection, right? If they can get through that 7350, to me, it almost guarantees they're going to tap that. But if they reject it really hard, there's no support below us other than price action. There's no gamma positioning below us whatsoever on the 0-day contract. A Trump tweet yeet could just knife this sumbitch real hard. And we're up 1% and some on the S&P. What are we at the NASDAQ right now? The NASDAQ's getting closer to 1.5%. No substantial pullbacks as far as price action goes. This is bullish as all hell. But I ain't going to chase, and I'm not going to try to short it till I get a clear reversal pattern. So if you guys got flow requests, drop them. I might be stopping my scalping unless a good setup comes. 2 and 3 on the morning. Anthony is 1 for 1 on the morning. We're trucking along. Enough of you caught that steep, biggest discount we've ever done, will probably ever do. And now I have to dress like an idiot on an upcoming episode. Or I'll be cute. Maybe I will look like an internet. Maybe I'll learn something about myself. I doubt it.
Yeah.
I suck. All right, we did get a blanket request for Oracle earlier. If you haven't looked at Oracle, we can start there. And then everybody in chat, whether you're on Twitter or YouTube, drop your tickers, drop your contracts you want to see. If anything spicy came up that you're confused or curious about, go ahead and drop that as well.
Yeah, Oracle, the last 1, 2, 3, 4 sessions, a lot of ask side call premium coming into this name.
Real quick, I'm going to mute my mic. They always do storm siren tests on Wednesday, and that's starting, and it's loud, so I'm just going to shut my shit off quick.
Kind of early for that. When do we have earnings on this? So not till June, so that's good. I'm just kind of looking through that flow. Last 4 sessions, a lot of kind of ask side call premium coming in there. So look at our contracts, see if we got anything spicy today. Maybe that 515, let's just kind of take a peek. There's a lot of open interest already kind of on this, but yeah, just kind of nothing really major directionally wise in here. A lot of open interest on this one too, so let's just kind of look. I mean, this is kind of what I'm talking about when you don't see anything major coming in. That 8,000 there's so many other people, different people, single people that could be taking contracts off, adding, and you just never know. There's just a lot of volume on this name, and you're not seeing a lot of open interest changes either, so it's a lot of contracts kind of going back and forth there. See if I can narrow it down a little bit here for you, though. Let's just do this.
Sirens are gone. I'm back. Sorry to break the news to y'all.
That was quick.
Yeah, when they run them for an actual storm, it goes for like forever. But they run a test every Wednesday, and obviously this year tornadoes are in vogue. I think there's like 200 and something total tornadoes in March.
Jeez.
And like half of them were in 2 states. Texas has been getting shit on too. Michigan a little bit. Illinois got whopped a few weeks ago. We had a couple tornadoes in our area, but nothing touched down in town. What's up?
Whopped.
Can you say that on stream?
What, whopped? Oh, I see what you meant. I mean, maybe I'll have to sing it in that outfit because it's what it's gonna look like. Maybe. Hey, I'll ask. Hey, Michaela, will I be a cute femboy in my French maid outfit? She's biased. And she's on YouTube, so she has a bigger delay than the Twitter people. Tucker's nodding vigorously. April was that many tornadoes, not March. I was wrong. I don't know if it was necessary.
Yeah, I'm looking through Oracle. I'm not really seeing much for anything super spicy here. I mean, just a lot of open interest on a lot of these names already there. Not really seeing anything new. Let's just kind of look at our gamma tables in here. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of positive gamma on these, though. Net gamma does lean on your call side here, as well as your expirations there. They like that 515 expiration and that 618 expiration there. A little on the weekly here, too, but we're already kind of up a little bit here. And just keep in mind, all this stuff does come from the open interest changes. This is all derived from open interest, so that's
correct.
you get that
and that's what a lot of
every
other like general
day.
gamma tools you'll see, even with SPX. Our SPX on Periscope, intraday market maker positioning, attributed and confirmed market maker positioning. If you see, you'll see like a lot of these like 30-second services for gamma updates. That's including customer positioning. So it's not only market makers, it's not attributed. And so you could see, you know, a Joe Schmo retail just pop off with a massive, massive order, and it'll skew that because those shorter time frame tools will catch that position as well, mark it as gamma positioning, even though it's not market maker positioning. It doesn't quite function the same way. But once we have 1 minute, oh baby,
that's gonna be fun. Looks like somebody wanted us to
that is from Mena on YouTube.
Yep,
the
revisit
LAES.
the
We looked at this on Monday as well.
I think this is one that we wanted to come back and double check that
and it
open interest on. Majority of that carried over there. Maybe some profit taking in there, potentially. I mean, but most of that kind of carried over. Could be retail, but looks like most of the whale positioning's still there. They're up again today. I mean, 57 there from that 48. I mean, just again, I pay attention to the contract percentages there because I mean, you look at that, you're like you're only made $9 a contract. 48 up to that 57. That's a significant return. What's that? 48, 10. It's over 20%. That's a good return on a trade. And even intraday, like if I would have took these intraday 50 and they're up at 62, you're up 10. I mean, 22%, 23%. Nothing wrong with taking some profits, especially as you see it kind of going down. And what I like to do too is, you know, if you get a discounted, and again, it's not necessarily a discounted entry. I call them discounted entries just because
it's not bad terminology. I mean,
yeah,
you get a better entry.
I just don't want people to, you know, think, oh, hey, they're down 40 cents, they're going to automatically go back up to 48. No, that's not necessarily going to happen. I just look at them as discounted, and usually on those longer dated ones too, it seems like you can kind of get one of those, you know, a little better entry there. So I kind of like to look at the charting on that. But I mean, like if you would have took profits on here, like when I see profits, because you don't know what these whales are doing 100% of the time. Like they could be up 25% there, then they could be down 90% there, and you followed that whale off a cliff. Like when you see profits, like you have to do what's best for you. I mean, some people will ride the whole thing with the whale. I'm not a big fan of that. When I see profits, I like securing profits. But like a good example, I mean, if you would have saw that gap down yesterday, like, hey, you're significantly down. You took profits on that kind of slow drawdown there. You get in, you know, maybe that 40, that 46 there, then you're up again today. And then, you know, you're up here, maybe start, you know, setting up some stops, some trailing stops, and could happen again all over again tomorrow. You just never know. So it's, I'm a big fan of taking profits, especially I don't know what this person's doing. I don't know this person. I don't know what this trade is. It could be some dumb idiot that just literally hit a random thing and they're just, oh, whatever, I'm just trying to lose some money. It's like could be somebody on a prop firm just, hey, I need to lose some money. You don't know. So I mean, it's, you see those profits, you got to be smart and secure them. That's kind of how I view it there.
Likes to just whiplash too. Homie in chat, Mena, who requested that, said I trimmed those already, but they keep adding for longer term expirations. It's kind of Momo. Like if you flip that bad boy to the 30-day real quick, Anthony.
Oh, sorry, I was trying to read your thing there. What did you want me to do there? Sorry, I literally
just flip that chart to a higher time frame.
Oh,
yeah, flap it on the 30, the 14. Like this is what I mean. It whiplashes. You see how it just ripped, dump, rip, dump, 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 dump. That range we were trading earlier on the Nasdaq, earlier in the show today, that's what LAES is. It's ranging, right? It's a pretty wide range for such a cheap stock, but that's what it's doing over the course of weeks. It's ranging in this range. So right now we're near the top of that range. Can it break out and just rip like crazy and squeeze? Sure. But if I had longed that, I would be trimming here near the high of the range, or the high of the range for sure.
Yep, and
it looks like you already did that. So good trade, homie.
And if you get another dip and want to reuse some of those profits that you made, great. I mean, it's
Jay-Z always hates it when I do that, but boy, we did that multiple times with a couple of tickers early on in the show when I was still scalping that options account before I moved the funds to futures. He gets so mad, but I was like, buddy, trust. And each time, I mean, we took our initial 20%, got 100% on a couple of the contracts, all 3 times we did it. So if that range is ranging, man, keep an eye on it, and you can probably keep playing it until it breaks out on one side or the other.
And something else to kind of note too, this is pretty much a penny stock there. A 20-cent move is a 7% gain. So I mean, you get a 15-cent move down tomorrow. I mean, you're back down again. It's
Anthony. You remember how I was talking about 73.50 as a potential rejection point?
Do you want to go look?
Right below it. Just barely. I don't know that I'd call it a reversal yet. Somebody in chat asking if it's a reversal. I don't know if I'd go that far quite yet. We finally have put premiums waking up again. Net call premiums on out of the money, which I like to keep an eye on. I like to see how they're positioning in the, away from our current strike price. That's what this dotted line is. Net call premiums out of the money have been negative all morning, and they're starting to tick up again. So we're getting some call buying most likely still on this dip. But put premiums are still holding pretty steady ever since that initial dip in the morning. So I'm keeping an eye on that. I wanted a little higher to give a firmer rejection before I call this a reversal. It's not a reversal for me until they take out basically right there at 70.30. That can act as a pretty good support here, as can 30. 30 is where I'd be looking for them to lose. If you have balls, you could try to short it with a stop above the high. Given the uptrend being so steep and violent, I'm going to play it safer, and I'm probably not going to short until they show me all of these levels they turned into support are becoming resistance. I'm going to be more patient today. Usually, I would try to top tick this. I like fishing for entries on my shorts, especially if I'm confident in the position. Right now, I'm not. I wanted to see that rejection of 73.50, but that's not firm enough for me to say, yep, they're absolutely done. I'm not going to short the high here with a stop above the high.
We'll see what that
I'm going to wait
update
until
is
they
here,
actually
too, in a
reverse
second.
and back test.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what that update looks like here, too. I want to keep it on here just to wait for that update here. I like seeing that update in real time and just get that good visualization of it. Just keeping an eye on it there. I am going to quickly pop this chain open that tuckered in, and I'll look at that there. So there is not the... Okay, I was like, I didn't see an update there. My bid side filter went off. So see, yeah, you're getting some red candles here. Now, it'd be nice to see if we get any build-up down here, possibly after that little pop-up there. Should be getting that update here any second. Yeah, I've just been watching those premiums all day. I mean, that put premium's been climbing there. It's very... I mean, you can knife down very quick with that lower volume climb up there.
Testing 73.40 from above. Like I said, if they get down to 73.30 and don't hold it, this is more price action than gamma levels on this one. There's our flip here. A teeny amount of buildup down at 73.20 and 15. 73.60 fell off substantially, while 73.75 grew more. I'm keeping an eye on this. I might get baited into a short here. Keeping an eye. Like I said, they can go as far as 73.30 on SPX and technically not break the uptrend. This can be a new high going down to set another higher low. They could go down to 73.20 and not technically lose the pattern. We're finally getting a big uptick in put premiums. Let me get my NASDAQ open here. NASDAQ took out the prior stair step low. I'm going to wait for this 1 minute candle to close. It's just about there. If this closes below my averages, gives me a little entry bounce, I'm going to short. But I'm going to keep stopped very tight on that 1 minute candle because, like I said, this can fall quite a bit and still hold the uptrend. I'm giving this a little breath, being a little more patient. Let's see what this new 1 minute candle does. And yep, I'll take it. I'm going short, small size. Once again, same disclaimer as always, do not shadow trade. There's a delay between when I say something and you hear it, and I am a very short-term trader, tight stops, quick in and outs. I might be out of the trade before you even hear me say I'm in it. But right here is where I'm at. Really small size, because like I said, we can just whiplash back up with this being the stair step, keeping my stop at the 1 minute. If they take me out here, I'm going to move up here and try to get a new entry with a stop at 550. So I'll keep you guys posted on that. Anthony, you can re-talk about your whole spiel you just did there, because I had Periscope on the screen when you were talking about flow, I think.
I honestly don't even know what it was that we were talking about.
Fair enough.
I don't even remember. Don't even remember. Don't even remember. I popped up the contract that Tucker popped in the chat there. The intels, we talked about these a little bit already. It was that 5,000 coming in here with no open interest on these. They again, I was just a little skeptical on that one, just with that price rising on there and your IV dropping throughout there. They're moving up right now there. Again, just kind of hitting on that. I don't think I'd want to sell calls on Intel right now. But these were 24% out of the money with 9 days. Again, Intel
All right,
can
they tagged me
really...
out there looking for re-entry. Short update.
Intel can rip really easy. I mean, these came 945, 950. I mean, these came like right at that bottom tick almost there. So I mean, they caught it there. We can come back and visit this one here just to kind of see what happens with it. Let me just pop that in here.
Won't. You won't.
All right.
Lewis, go ahead and email support@unusualwhales.com. Louis Julien.
Looks like we also got one from Patrick Dolan on YouTube. And hey, if you guys are hanging out in that YouTube chat, feel free to smash that like button too. It helps the algo, helps other people pick up the stream. Hey, no, it
He's
does.
not wrong.
It does.
He's not wrong.
No,
It
we
helps.
Never really
It
said it, you know.
Well,
the YouTube, we kind of killed the YouTube feed when we started streaming on Twitter, to be honest. We kinda
yeah.
killed it.
I mean, hey, I had somebody ping me and say, hey, ask people to like
Real
it
quick,
because it'll help the algo.
Real
Like,
quick,
whatever.
this is why I kept that stop tight. Just like I said, there's that stair step. NASDAQ is 1 point away from a new high of day intraday. Again, still nowhere near that pre-market high. The ES took that out. The NASDAQ didn't. New high on the NASDAQ. We're back to sitting on our hands. I want to see a real reversal before I take another stab at it. Now we are on a 50% hit rate this morning. But that doesn't dissuade me because, like I said, I paper cut losses, add into the moves when I get my shift. I'm profitable with like a 40% win rate or less. And that's a big reason of why I say don't shadow trade. I'm in and out so damn fast that you might get in when I've been out for 10 seconds. So don't shadow unless you have your own strategy that you're trading. Don't just take shit because you hear us say it. There's a delay. Here we go. New highs again on the NASDAQ. That was a safe stop out. I only lost about $40 on that. If I was still sitting in that short, I'd be down about $200 right now. That's part. I don't like sitting through drawdown. I like taking my... It doesn't make sense logically. I'll lose $200 over the course of 5 trades and be perfectly fine with it. But if I'm looking at the drawdown on one trade that's down $200, it pisses me off. So I just don't deal with it. And I keep my stops super tight until I get a cleaner entry. But right now, we're back to sitting on our hands. If you were watching for that test of 73.30, what an entry that was. I tried to see if I could get acceleration to the downside. I did not. So we're back to waiting. 2 for 4. We're still up about $100 on the day. Just under. That's fine. That's fine. We had a good morning. But right now, buyers are in full control. That dip did not fool anyone except me. False breakdown.
That dip did not dip that long. But hey, I mean, you get a 30-second move down.
Like all day.
I mean, you get a 30-second move down. That's a good scalp. I mean, you don't need a...
I think the S&P is going to go take out that 73.30. Why are they doing the sirens again? You just did it.
Tornado coming.
Yes.
Just there's a tornado. That's why they're doing it. The core weaves here from Patrick and YouTube here. These are interesting here. It looks like they started hitting that tape back on 112 here. I see where you're kind of looking at that volume today. You had 4,400 contracts here, almost 4,500 here come in. These look like, oops, I gotta go back 90 days on this one. These almost look like they're potentially probably short here. We'll go back and look at this candle here, but these are 71% out of the money. I mean, 535 looks like you had a big chop here at 152 here. I know CoreWeave has earnings, I believe Thursday or Friday this week. I think Thursday night. Oh God.
I gotta repeat
Ooh,
that.
and it's a
'cause I was
big
muted. May 20th is
Look at
gonna
that.
be a riot, dude.
Look at
NVIDIA
that. Coming off
reports.
of We'll
Hella
have to make
multis.
Jay-Z
What
come
are they
on for
doing
the
there?
NVIDIA one. We'll have to make Jay-Z come on for that one. Ooh, and it's one of those
Check
kind
those
of
open interest. Yep, there's more volume than this. Looks to be opening on both that. Let's see, 536. I don't like the bid-ask spread on the put.
Yeah.
Both of them
Yeah,
are
let's just-
definitely closer to their respective sides as labeled. The 1590 is pretty damn close to 1580. 1650 is way out there. Hypothetically, could have got a buy way down there. More likely to be a sell. I don't like those mid fills and the fact that it's equal candles on the call.
Yeah.
Can you hover?
Yeah.
No, on the calls. Yeah. That is a little over 5,000 volume. What's the other one? No, the other order on the calls.
Oh, this guy. Oh, duh. 5, about the same there. So that is.
I don't know. The puts have a similar setup there too. You can see the big entry back in January, and then a bunch.
See,
of mid
at first
fills.
I thought they were short those puts there because I mean it looks like it was a short. I mean there's some volume coming in, but then look at that multi-leg there.
What the hell? Go back up to the puts. Open interest 7. Oh, you're looking at the January fills. Dude, I was so fucking confused for a second. I was like, I'm not seeing any of this in the last month. What's happening? No, this is when they were open. This is at January 12th. So this trade's gone. I think this trade's gone.
It's odd because I mean, there's different times here too with that. I mean, then you have.
But it's the same position.
This one here. Yeah.
I don't know about that. Where did this one come from? Did somebody request this? This
Patrick did. Yep. Patrick Dolan on YouTube. Yeah, this is what he was looking at here. These, I think he's talking about today. 5-6. We had 40.
That looked like a risk reversal to me. Buying the calls, selling the puts, and then here they'd be buying the puts back, selling the calls back. That makes sense to me, and that's kind of what the volume profile looks like. And if CoreWeave, was going down, these puts would not have done this. Homie pocketed his premium on the puts and took his profit on the calls is what it looked like to me. This looked like a synthetic long to me.
Oh, another fun one found there. Yeah, this is why I'm not a big fan of multi-legs. There's just too many different what ifs. What are they doing?
Could it be
this? Could it be this?
I think
like a roll.
I'm pretty confident this was a synthetic long. Rolls are usually crystal clear.
The easy way.
Like identical volume to open interest relationship, moving directly into a new position. Those are pretty easy to see. But I don't know that I would consider that. It does fill as a spread, but I don't see it as a spread strategy. I just see it as moving into a new position. Menace said, I'm rolling over some of the greens on that LAES into September in 2028. Thank you, guys. I like that you said some of. I like that you said some of. That means you're locking in your profit and managing that risk. Good shit, dude. Good trade. Or do that. I don't know. I can't see y'all's faces. I'm about to fucking both in a week. I'll leave the guessing up to you guys, I think.
Oh, that's gonna be entertaining. That's gonna be a fun one there.
Stupid. All right, folks, let's do one more call for flow requests. If you came in late, I've had the code on for the last hour and a half, so there ain't no shot you missed that shit. You have until
Bro.
7:59 p.m. Eastern to use that code, and then it is gone forever. We will nuke that code, and it will never be active again. So don't miss that shit. I highly doubt 25% is ever going to happen again, too. And I'm not just saying that to bait you into buying. I highly doubt it.
That's
really doubt it.
I mean, even the Black Friday sales are only like 20% max. I mean, it's...
and it doesn't filter down through the annual like this one did. This annual 25% is augmentative to the inherent discount you get instead of off of the base price. So kind of hitting a home run, those of you who got the annual subscription on this discount. That ain't going to happen again, and it was discounted on top of the annual discount for buying annual versus monthly. Double tap, baby.
And then for the people that are just new subscribers to Unusual Whales too, now you can come hang out with us every Monday and Wednesday and learn to use the platform.
And every Thursday at, what is it usually? Does he usually do 2:30?
1:30, I think. Yeah, 1:30ish.
No, 2:30 Eastern.
Our time, so, yeah.
2:30 Eastern on Thursdays. That one's way more educational. You'll learn a lot more about flow reads there than here, honestly. We do our breakdowns and explanations, etc., but we also dick around, as you've seen, the whole time. Snorlax sticks around a lot less. Very informational. Don't miss those. Those are every Thursday, 2:30 p.m. Eastern, right here on Twitter and YouTube. Same place. That's two places. That's not one place. That's two places. Same places. Show me the money. I don't think that's a ticker, dog. Core, C-O-R-Z. We've looked at cores before.
Yes,
I recognize that ticker.
Core
Scientific Incorporated. They're up 12% today. They're up almost $3, dude.
I think, yeah, we have earnings today.
It is, you guessed it, a data center company. They used to do Bitcoin mining and transition to GPU cloud for AI applications. I'm shocked, but at least this one was a sideways step. It's not, it's not shoes making data centers. It's not a toilet company making RAM. It's something that already kind of functioned as a data center mining Bitcoin. So sideways step. At least that makes sense. We're not, Toto toilets here to save the day situation. So at least it's AI adjacent to begin with.
Yeah, I'm kind of just looking through here. I mean, a lot of that call premium dropped off yesterday towards the end of the day there. I mean, kind of the same move here. I mean, you get that kind of stair step up and then it drops a little bit. Obviously, today we still have the whole afternoon to go, but
Hold on, I gotta point out real quick. The person that said show me the money goes by Young Dolph Lundgren, which is funny enough by itself, but their handle is Juice Concentrate. Is that like the frozen grape juice my grandma always had? What kind of juice concentrate, Young Dolph Lundgren? Are you like orange juice, cranberry juice, grape juice, mixed juice? What are we looking at here? The Welch's ones that you have to melt and mix water with? Grandma style? What are we working with here? All right, I'm gonna shut the hell up again.
My mom makes juice concentrate, like purple juice.
Dude, I fuck with it. When I lived in Brazil, I was chugging what they just say, like pulpa, which is pulp. But it's the same concept of that like frozen juice blend. But people always give me shit because I loved caju, which is the fruit that a cashew grows on. Mm-hmm. And the locals thought I was a weirdo for loving it, but it made its way into like top 5 fruits for me. Blew my mind. It blew little 18-year-old me's mind that cashews grew on a fruit. I had no idea. I got to see like a cashew farm. I got like 10 pounds of cashews for free because they slightly burned them, and I was like, I'll fucking eat them. Don't toss those. I got you. All right, shut the hell up about cashews. Let's look at cores.
Cores today, I'm not getting too much. These potentially looked good, that 618.25 call. A lot of those hits already kind of came early. Could be some profit taking. It's a high multi-leg here, too. We can see if we can try to find that multi-leg in here. Oh, it's right there. maybe. Hold on, let's just see. Okay, here we go. This looks better here. Yeah, if Nick wants to kind of do this multi-leg one, he can. I'm not going to touch this thing with a 30-foot
Holy
pole.
shit.
I mean, that is a...
Oh, open interest. All of them have crazy open interest. It could just be a whole ass spread being rolled. I'm going to be real. I'm not going to bother with that beast.
Not even touching that one there. Yeah, that's just kind of what all of them mostly kind of look like. A little, not the best read on these here. I mean, yeah, and they all have a lot of open interest too.
I don't think somebody asked for Data Vault. Hold on, am I muted? I'm not muted. Okay, somebody asked for Data Vault. They don't have options, so I can't really do a breakdown. It looks like they're doing an offering. They are very much a penny stock. They're trading at 56 cents, and they're down 80 cents in the last 6 months. It looks like they're not exactly popping off like other AI names yet anyway. They closed an $80 million offering of stock. That's it. That's all I'm seeing. I'm not seeing much else on DVLT. And they don't have an options chain, so I can't break down any options flow for you.
I'm looking at these calls that came in here on cores. They're 8% in the money, though. 72 days out. You get that IV drop, and they are filling the bid there. I wonder if somebody is being kind of ballsy and shorting in the money calls. I mean,
or hear me out. They're $2 in the money, right?
Yeah, that's.
I think it's a collar.
It's.
I wouldn't have the balls to short $2 in the money.
Yeah,
on
that's.
cores.
I mean, you.
But if I have a
to be...
fuckload of shares that are up big, I would have the balls to sell a covered call in the event of downside / rejection. They also have over 2 months on that. I don't necessarily see this as a let it go to zero like when you see short puts. I see this more as a hedge against the run-up they've had. So my assumption when I see something like this, when a stock has run up like this, in the money calls being sold, maybe they're covering their ass on the shares. That said, it'd be maybe even safer to sell out of the money, not in the money. So I'm not 100% sure.
This is what we can come back and take a peek at.
Yeah, let's save that.
Yeah, it's interesting here. I want to see that earnings move on.
What's the IV on those?
I don't think they were that 83. I mean, it's not that.
Yeah, that's not crazy.
Not for cores. Not for cores.
Yeah, no. Yeah, let's save that one because it caused that. It caused that net premium drop single-handedly. Worth keeping an eye on. And we got another one. Look for more flow. We just dropped net premium again. Let's see if somebody else sold some calls.
Let's see. Give her a refresh here.
23s.
Pop it here. Let's see my bid. Maybe the 30-foot. No. I mean, that's really the only big bid side unless. Let's just go back to the main page here.
Go to main page. Check the highest volume. 20.
Yeah. 20. There you go.
That looks like a profit taker.
And I think this is that big multi-leg one we were looking at. That was the
right.
goofy. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Here you go.
I'm not even. Nope. Different. See these fills.
Yeah.
614, 3, 5. Open interest 70, 11, 9, 24. These could both be closures. Now directionally, I would almost assume those 19s are bought. Click on the down below that $19 call. Yeah. Let's see how those opened. Go ahead and click on. I'm leaning closure on both of these. Homie took gains there.
Yeah. Look at how far they are in the money too. 24% in the money. I mean, that's.
Those came in back in early April, so about a month-long trade. That is a gainer right there. About $2 to $6. Damn.
That's insane.
Let's definitely bookmark that new flow we just looked at, and I might bookmark cores and kind of look at its chart a little bit in the future and see if we have something that ranges for re-entry. Nice request.
I do want to see that earnings
move. They don't
move
outside their implied move ever. Wow.
I mean, you got two,
Twice.
but that's. And I'm just kind of looking at that
Interesting.
historical move. It's just all over the place. I mean, you don't get a clear read on this at all. I mean, earnings, even if you had a clear read, it's earnings. Anything can happen. But, man, yeah, that's almost a total coin flip there. Let's just see how that gamma's looking just for the fun of it. I mean,
Louis Julian, I did delete your last message, so I didn't end up with a full influx of similar questions. But if you didn't hear earlier, go ahead and email support@unusualwhales.com about your comment about an hour ago. They'll get you straightened out, homie. You didn't miss it by much. They'll fix that for you.
Man, I'm just looking at that gamma on there too. Again, a lot of that net gamma is on the call side there, as well on the expirations there too. I mean, they really, really favor that 618 expiration. And again, this is just from the open interest. This isn't flow. This is just derived from the open interest there. And you get that updated every morning. Yeah, that's I did write that, or not write it down, but I posted that in our chat there. Let's see. So CPNG 18 puts being opened. All right, let's take a peek here. CPNG 18 puts for 522.
You'll be
These look like
shocked
they
to learn that
just-
SPX is ranging near the highs.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. It's lunchtime almost for the Wall Street people. They'll be gone for a couple hours, have some martinis, you know. Normal day on Wall Street.
I think they might have a different kind of sweetness. That
Nice healthy lunch.
yeah, nice healthy
But-
lunch of
yeah.
cocaine and martinis.
These puts again in the money already. These I kind of what you were talking about with those calls. Again, look, your IV drops, spots filling at the bid, and then we come back up to the ask here.
I'm inclined
which
to...
was at. I mean, we're
Time
down
stamps,
17% on the day
I
too.
almost feel like we've got somebody growing a massive pair trying to bottom tip. It's down
Yeah,
17.5%. That
Any other
expiration's not
flow?
crazy long dated.
This is kind of the only big chunk of ask side premium on that highest volume.
Yeah, the
there.
timestamp's identical. Implied volatility drops. The fill price stays the same when that bid-ask last second shifts.
Yeah,
I think these are short.
They seem short to me. I mean, I like that IV drop when it came in. I'll pop that up again here.
This might be another one to save
Maybe.
to revisit on Monday.
Yeah, I mean, you had that good, and earnings was just yesterday too, so this is
Well,
your
that's probably what
earnings
that
drop.
is. Yeah. I am inclined to call this
Short puts, probably. Yeah.
big
But I like
balls. Big balls. Massive balls. I don't know how they sit in their chair or stand at their desk. But I'm inclined to lean short on. And the premium's not so insane that I couldn't see some wealthy retailer being behind it too. I think it's big ball swinging short personally, but we'll revisit this. If CPNG knifes and this never closes as that price skyrockets, my read was most likely wrong because nobody's going to sit through it absolutely blown open. But puts,
Yeah,
they don't have an unlimited downside shorting puts like you do with calls technically, but it can still absolutely destroy your. So.
I just want to see, do we have anything else in here though? Let's see. I mean, you got that call for 618. I wonder, just not direction, and there's a lot of open interest on
it doesn't feel very directional at all. The position that carried over from yesterday, all of that volume carried over, so we didn't see any closures of that 9,000 open interest that was there. Yesterday's positioning was, but today's it could be anything. There's so much open interest on that. Nowhere near the open interest on the volume. That could be new. It could be closing for a loss or a gain. There's no way to get a clear read on directionality for that contract.
Yeah, this one's a little more split too.
SPX has yet to crack above 73.50. They're back testing around the 40 range again right now. So far, no new position for me to take, personally. I want a full reversal before I try to short. I want a reversal followed by a rejection of prior support before I short this. Because buyers have been in control. Net put premiums are still steadily climbing. Let's see if they set a new local low here. But I think I'm gonna end the day with my win. I might not take another scalp.
I took my one trade, and I'm happy with that.
We had some
Happy with
nice
my
wins
one
earlier
trade.
in the show. We're vibing. We're vibing. And you guys
Yeah,
subscribed enough for me to wear a maid outfit on the show. So I don't know what that says about y'all, but it's my own fault for bringing it up in the first place.
I am curious. I'm going to take a screenshot of the Periscope here because I'm just going to circle it here so that we can come back to it. I mean, just what's sticking out to me here is your SPY premium, put premiums kind of ticking up. I mean, you still have that positioning up though, but I'm just keeping an eye on that. I'm going to just post that in our little chat to come back and see because we might get a
Little
dump into close. Who
secrets.
knows?
Yeah, we've got a couple of decent ones to follow up on next week.
Yeah,
Good
I've
flow
got the
requests
ones
today,
from Monday. I
guys.
gotta go back.
You guys have given us some
Yeah.
really good shit to look at.
Great
Dakota
episode.
Bucklew. I've got one more ticker. ABEV.
Yeah.
ABEV. Dakota is apparently excited for the maid outfit. He says it's going to be sick.
Like, or is he?
That could be,
saying
yeah,
it's
it could
gonna
be.
sick,
You can
or,
take that either way.
or he's going to get sick. I mean, there, it's either way there.
A little bit of both. A little bit of both.
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
Here,
I'm surprised they said yes. The CEO, etc. I was surprised. They're like, yeah, we'll make fun of you with chat. All right, dope. For it.
That's funny.
All right, let's look at ABEV, Ambev SA. Companhia.
again,
Hey, a Brazilian company? Yep. Companhia de Bebidas.
Hey, maybe you should do it.
America.
Maybe you should do it. Maybe you should do it. He's like, no, you can do it.
Oh, apparently, according to that bio, they're merged with Anheuser-Busch. So Ambev is part of InBev now, just a different sect of Anheuser-Busch, apparently. Good to know. I recognize the ticker, but they got earnings soon. Yeah. Let's look at it. Look at that flat line though. That flat line of price followed by a 40. I just want to point out that looks so dramatic. That is literally 40 cents. That gap.
Yeah.
That's 40 cents. These cheaper stocks look way more dramatic than they are, but that's obviously a bullish move. Let's see if we got anything building in today. It's only up about 1%, which again is pennies. 3 cents.
So it looks like I'm gonna guess this is probably a big multi-leg something going on here. Let's just take a little gander and I was wrong. But a lot of kind of open interest on this one already. Let's just take a peek there. Yeah, and nothing really directional. Looking on this one here, could it be this 21 here? Maybe taking some profits, possibly. Who knows? Just kind of looking through here. This has been sitting in here since like February, and that open interest has been kind of in that 400 for, I mean, since September there. I mean, it goes back. There's been that kind of open interest sitting there, and it's not a ton of open interest, but it's good handful there. Just kind of looking there. Yeah, I'm just seeing a lot of kind of contracts changing hands here. Not seeing a lot of open interest increases. Got 500 there. Maybe little ads there, possibly. Let's just.
John, there's no way you trade that. Somebody just requested shrimp futures. Dude, if you actually trade shrimp futures, that's awesome. Like, people will joke about trading cattle, trading corn, trading soybeans, and bro just pops in with shrimp futures.
That's awesome.
Oh, I can't say I've ever once even considered that. You still trading tulips too, bro?
Tulip futures. Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot going on this name. Let's just check the highest open interest here. How about that 3? So 15,000. When did this kind of start coming in here? Kind of, I mean, geez, back to kind of October there again too. I mean, late August there. Let's just do a looky here. Yeah, I mean, just nothing really directionality wise on this one. About the 215. Yeah, just some bid side stuff in here. Again, nothing really directional. I mean, only 200 contracts here. You got a lot of open interest on these. But the puts, yeah, I mean, no volume today, but
We finally got a break of the last stair step on SPX. I want them below 73.30 with a rejection. If they just knife, I'm not going to chase it. There's too much support on the way, but basically below 73.15 can waterfall if sellers get really, really aggressive. For the first times all day, the last two intervals, 73.75 has fallen off. 73.15 kind of built up, but not a lot. You know, it's just kind of hanging out there a little bit. But I want to see them lose 73.30 and then bounce off it from below without reclaiming that support. That'll get me into a short, and I would probably target 7,300, give or take, for the psychology level of it. But until they lose 73.30, I'm not calling it a fully bearish reversal yet. They got to get down there first. There's too much opportunity to bounce this right back up. Not going to chase. I'm going to wait. Gonna wait. Personally. Your mileage may vary. Do whatever the hell you want. All right, go ahead.
And
We'll
then
wrap up on ABEV and then give one last call for the code and send people off into the ether of their day, I think.
yeah, I'm not seeing too much there. I mean, that 115.27 expiration is just kind of your biggest name there. Let me just look at this. 115.27. Looks like they like that 3 call. Let's just do a quick look in that option chain here. 115.27, 3 call. So a lot of open interest on that one. And that's just one of the ones we were looking at there too. I mean, it's not directional at all on something like this. But yeah, so I'm not really seeing anything on ABEV there. Earnings coming up here. Just one last quick here. I mean, it doesn't
It just
like
hangs
to,
out in that implied,
it
huh?
just yeah, big moves though post earnings.
Yeah. And the implied, again, applied moves are based on
Or
the
not,
implied
actually, I lied.
volatility and pricing of the options contracts. This one is strictly a binary event that's based for earnings. But if you go to the overview page, you can see every single day's implied move for a stock.
Go back over there. I always go out of here things so quick. Here. Yeah, just down in here. Where
Well, you
am
can see
I?
you can see the chart, but there's also the actual.
Oh
if
yeah,
go
you
to
can
the
do
overview
that
chart.
that stock there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Slap it on the 1 day. Then there doesn't. Dude, we just did this on Monday. Why am I so stupid today? I'm actually dumb today.
Yeah, that one's you. I don't.
Go to the group.
You can do it if you do 3 months. Oh, where is it?
Yeah, no, it's ticked.
Is it not just showing up on
It's
this
ticked.
one?
It might not be showing up for ABEV.
But
throw
I'll
Intel
just
in there.
do. Yeah, I was gonna say let me throw Intel in. That'll have an implied move.
On those higher
I think
time
it has to be.
frames.
I think it has to be a month out
Yep.
or more. I don't
Month
think you can
out.
do a week.
And it'll give you a
Yeah.
wide implied
you
move
can
range
see.
based on the options. But the one that you see on the earnings page is strictly for into and after. And it'll even show a table at the bottom of implied moves for X amount of days before and after earnings as well. Yep. Good shit. And even it'll show the long straddle and the short straddle's profitability after earnings, which is the same concept you see on Periscope with those 2 dotted lines showing the... But yeah, I'm going to flip us over to our cameras. I think that about does it for us. Let me put the code on here in case anybody came in here way the hell late. Oh my goodness, let me select the code. Thank you. I kept dragging Tucker all over hell. Last call, guys. You guys came in, kept my chat active, asked good questions. We now have 3 or 4 contracts to follow up on next week that struck us as good flow. There's my guitar and my t-shirt on the floor over there. That's the shirt I had on. And then I was like, I should wear my unusual wear shirt.
Got
Again,
the doggy sleeping on the couch.
yes, sir. Again, there's the code on the screen. Whale made. You get 25% off every single subscription on the damn site. You'll get 25% off the monthly subscriptions for 3 months. For the annual, you'll get it on top of the inherent annual discount, 25% off your first year. And I'm telling you, not just to goad you into doing it, not to cause FOMO. I am almost positive I'll never be able to do 25% again. Because that is steep as shit. As you know, our universal sales that we have on the site are always 15. I think the tops we've ever done is 20 for annual. Never 25%. So this is your last chance to get that. That code will no longer work after 7:59 p.m. Eastern. So after that, the code will be nuked. If you missed it, you missed it. I will not be able to backlog anything. I won't be able to apply the discount for anybody who missed it by that cutoff window. This one was specifically for you homies who hang out on the show and give us shit to talk about, which you all did. You also all subscribed enough for little old me to put on my femboy pants and do an episode in a French maid outfit. So I'm going to have to do that. I'll get that ordered today. And whenever it gets here is when that's going to happen. All right. Thanks for kicking it with us, everybody. We had a good time today. We learned a lot of shit. We got a couple of good scalps fired off. Right there, SPX is bouncing just real quick. That's why I didn't chase the short. Boing, right off of 73.30. No touchy for me. But we are going to get the hell out of your hair here. Send you off into the rest of your day. Again, you have until 7:59 p.m. Eastern for that code to work at all. We will not be backlogging it. So if you are watching this at 7:35 p.m. Eastern and missed it during the day, you got 29 minutes, dog. Get on that shit. Until then, we'll see you guys next week on Monday for more Periscope scalping, more flow reviews, more, hopefully not Monday yet, me in a French maid outfit. Good show today, folks. Thanks for kicking it with us, keeping our chat active, and we'll see you on Monday. Have a good rest of your weekend, homies.
See ya.